It's Friday. I had to change the microphone settings around for the stream on Wednesday, so I need you to tell me if it's loud enough now. I've guessed roughly where it was before. Is it the same volume? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? It looks like it might be too loud, actually. I'm going to wind it back a little bit, but let me know. Welcome everyone to the Friday Beer and Banter stream where we just chat bollocks. Sometimes we talk about 40k, sometimes we don't. Tonight, we cancelled it last week as well because I was sick, and that sucks. So we're back tonight with a vengeance, and we have a very special drink for this evening. Wonderful Christian O'Neill, who obviously is already in the chat. Christian has sent me some of this Vikings... Hang on, let me put it in front of my big head. Vikings Blood Mead from the Lancashire Mead Company. Look at that fancy shit. So I'm about to pour this. It's it's a posh bottle when it's a pull-out top. Ooh, rather than a pour, right? So this is... Craig says it's Saturday. Fucking hell, Craig. Is the world still okay? Or have you fucked it already? So we've got some Vikings Blood Mead, which I'm excited about. Need to try not to pour it over my computer. That'll do for now, I reckon. We'll see what that's like. So thanks, massive thanks, Christian, you absolute hero, for sending me through this bottle of Vikings Blood Mead. Oh, that's nowhere near enough in that cup. I haven't poured anyone. Fucking, that's a pathetic amount. Gaz, I know you said hello, Luce. She's not here yet. She's making her own drink. Don't get excited, everyone. It's fucking hot chocolate, but she's making her own drink. There we go. Now just a bit more. That's like a fucking full mug. There we go. Brilliant.
Good evening, you hunk of man meat. Slightly smiling face.
Oh, that's a bit loud. Evening talk. Always in with the first super chat as well. You fucking hero. Thank you so much for the €2. You absolute legend. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Super chats memberships is what's going to keep us going, because otherwise I have to go back to work. And I don't want to do that. That sounds like it's a shit idea. So cheers to Christian. This better be nice. God, it smells good. Oh, that's fucking phenomenal. And that might be my new favourite one. Oh, that's nice. Hero. Absolute hero. That's fucking lovely. This is just the blood mead. I haven't tried the chili one yet. I'll try the chili one later. So how are everybody? How is everybody since we spoke last? Probably on Monday. Unless you joined us on the exclusive DeploymentZone.tv game on Wednesday. Like I said, they're fortnightly. So these are also fortnightly. Not these. The YouTube ones will be fortnightly. So this Wednesday coming, we'll be live on YouTube for a game, which is super fucking exciting. Because I'm excited to start doing these games on YouTube. I think we can conquer it. The one we did on Wednesday I thought was fucking awesome. And I'm going to say this because I'm biased. But I thought it was fucking great. I thought we had the right balance. I thought it looked okay. It sounded okay. I was really, 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 really happy with it, man. Really happy with it. So
you tell Luce I bought that second bottle so she'd tried it.
She won't drink. She won't. I can try and get her to sniff it at least, Christian. She'll be in a second anyway. I went out and bought her marshmallows and flake bars and glacier jelly and skull to you too, Austin. Thank you so much for the super chats, dudes. You absolute heroes. $10 in quick set. What the fuck? Can you put that on camera so they can see it? Oh, no. So I bought whipped cream, glacier cherries, fucking flake bars, marshmallows. Go on. Oh, you want me to put it on camera?
Yeah.
Look at this monstrosity.
Ooh. See, you don't need alcohol to have a good time.
Fucking... It's not going to go anywhere, don't you worry. So Lucy's here. Like I said, she's just making a fucking hot chocolate, so...
Back to work? Could use a decent guard to IC. Get some games in haha.
Yeah. I'm never going back to that work, John. I'm not fucking stupid. Not stupid. Not stupid enough to go back to the forces. Thanks for the super chat though, John. You absolute hero. You did back-to-back guard duties as well. That sucks. Huron's Crusaders. Once payday is here, I plan to join DZTV. Exclamation mark DZTV in the chat if you want to join DeploymentZone.tv. You get a 7-day free trial, which is winning straight away, right? You get a 7-day free trial for that. So you don't have to pay a penny and you can try it, which is amazing. We'll show it off later, actually. There's millions of content in there. Millions and millions. And some people signed up just for Wednesday streams and then went, fucking hell, how many videos? Lots of value.
I may have set a dangerous new premise where everyone buys Liam a new bottle every week. Don't do that, everyone.
This,
Don't
Luce.
do that.
This.
Oh.
This is fucking glorious.
What one's that one?
This is Viking's Blood.
Yeah, but no.
Sip it.
No.
Just taste it.
No.
You'll love this.
No.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So nice, so nice. Be better with booze in it, Luce, Phoenix says. So Strikes Awesome should put some rum in it. Whipped cream sounds like a fun night in the bedroom. No. No, whipped cream doesn't work with body heat.
Yeah.
That hot cocoa needs a shot of chili mead. It does, in fact, need a shot of chili.
Mead?
Yeah, the other one in the fridge is chili mead.
Right, there's chili flakes in it.
I hope so.
Oh no.
I'm super excited about that one. Currently trying to find something for £10.98 to get free postage on Element. And yes, I've used the DZTV link. Good man. Don't forget to use code DZTV18 at checkout as well, because you also then get double crystals. All the crystals, all the points. That thing looked like a heart attack.
But what a good way to go.
Yeah, it looks nice actually, but it's not as nice as this stuff. Christian, I think currently I've got my new favourite drink, this mead. It's fucking awesome. DZTV is brilliant. I've downloaded the app already. The app's good. It was shit when we first launched the app. It was okay. We were the only ones out there with an app, but it's getting better. Right, it's getting better and better. Death of Hope is good. Yeah, Death of Hope's amazing. DZTV is much more than what you have to pay. It's worth much more than you have to pay. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Does Luce think she could drink all of that drink without licking her lips? I think she's already failed. Yep, already failed. Already failed. Phoenix says, can confirm whipped cream in the bedroom is not exciting as it sounds.
Unfortunately, we can also confirm.
Tell them that sort of detail. I have to remain mildly mysterious. Are you right there?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're enjoying that.
I'm very fine, thank you.
Brilliant. Dirty Splooge becoming a member. You absolute legend. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to the channel. Oh, you've upgraded it. That's what you've done. Hero, thank you.
Shout out for the Discord live banter. Hilarious.
Yeah, well, so Lucy's now taken it upon herself when I'm doing some filming and streaming and stuff to now, when it doesn't involve her, like the games, you now camp yourself in the Discord, don't you?
I do. On a Tuesday night and sometimes a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
They're definitely me people.
Yeah.
They're definitely all a pack of cunts, all of them. And I love them all for it. All the people within the Discord. So quite frequently now we find ourselves hanging out in voice chat in Discord, and you're all amazing, by the way. The DZTV app should send notifications when you guys play the live games on Wednesdays. So I can send push notifications using DZ, but I have to do it manually each time.
It's all about bingo bongo.
It is all about the fucking hell, Umbra. It is all about bingo bongo. Thank you so much for the super chat. So I can send push notifications on the DZ app, but one, I have to do it manually. So I have to remember to do it each time. It doesn't do it automatically for us yet. I've asked for that functionality to be included. 2, you have to have your notifications on the app turned on. And 3, I have to make sure that I don't fucking piss people off by spamming them. Because at the moment, if we sent a notification for every video we released, you'd get a pretty spammy app. And not sure people want a spammy app. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can go into your phone settings and turn the notifications off if you don't like it. But I don't want to be spammy. I'd rather just be frequent with timing. So I've tried something new. There's a new thing in Discord as well. If you are a channel member and you're in the Discord, if you're not a channel member, !member and become one. £2 gets you in. Then you can !Discord and come and join the Discord. And there's a new thing in Discord called events, right at the top of the Discord server. And what I've started to do is I've started to put the events in the Discord server so that people can see what's coming up and where it is. So, for example, for next Wednesday's game, I've put it in there, Wargaming Wednesdays, in the events thing, and I've linked the channel so people know it's on YouTube. And then next week when it's on, or the week after next when it's on DZ, I'll put in the DZ link. So you guys can go and just look at that events calendar and you'll be able to see what's coming up and when. I'm hoping that works. It's new, so I don't know if anyone's seen it or gives a fuck yet, to be honest with you.
Umbra got bongoed.
Umbra got bungoed a few times. Umbra often gets bungoed, yeah, a few times. And in Space Marine as well. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I could tell you. Or I could just keep it secret. You'll notice I've almost got rid of my cold completely. Like, my cough's basically gone.
Oh, yeah, I haven't noticed that today.
It was bad this morning, and I think it's just sort of cleared up this afternoon. A couple of little coughs here and there, so if I do cough, I apologise, but I think I've pretty much rid of the man flu, just in time for Mead, which makes me happy. CT upgrading to Jarl, fucking hero, thank you so much. Keeping me out that factory, really, really appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it. Arno says your Discord solution is excellent. Good. Okay. How about Whiskey Wednesdays? Well, so I do need to at some point. I'm hoping to get this done this weekend. I need to clear the fridge out. I've got a fridge in the garage. It's not turned on because it's a bit bogging right now. I need to clear that fridge out, and then we're going to stock the fridge up. There'll be cans of Coke and stuff like that, but we're also going to start fill it up with some beers. So there will quite literally be beer and pretzel streams on Wednesdays. That's the vibe we're going for. If you want to know how to super competitively do something, then go and check out the Vanguard Tactics streams. If you want to engage with the people on the tabletop and don't really care too much what's going on the game, but you're interested in the fact that guys are playing 40k, coming out on these streams. Two very, very different streams. But anyway, heroes. So, fucking hell, Christian's just become a big dick.
He also put a comment saying, my ADHD... Oh, God, it's moved.
My ADHD makes me forget when streams start. The only reason why I make the YouTube streams is because of the notification, at least until it's a new habit. I mean, first of all, you're a big dick now. You're a Thane, so thank you so much. I wonder, people in Discord... I'm going to try something, people in Discord. Oh, hang on. In Discord, there's a big notification right at the top that says green, happening now, beer and banter, and a YouTube link. That's fucking good. Look at that.
Was that there before?
No, that's new. I only set that up the other day.
Oh.
That's clever. Can you see that, Christian? Can you see in Discord at the top, or do you need the notification? That's pretty good. I don't know if it actually notified or... I share... Oh no, I have to send that to
Discord
people.
is all about explosive diarrhea.
Discord is, or was, all about explosive diarrhea. So I've got it on here. So on the Beer and Banter stream for tonight, what's interesting, right? On the Beer and Banter stream for tonight, there's 15 people that have set it, that they're interested in this particular event. So I'm assuming you all got notified in Discord when it went live. Is that true? Tell me. Is that true? The app can push a weekly summary. Here's what's new on DCTV this past week. That's a great idea, Obercan. I can do that because it's manual. I can just set myself a time weekly to do that, and we can. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Obviously, we already said about Christian becoming a Thane. Thank you so much. So if you guys don't know, if you're not members, if you don't know already, there are multiple different levels in which you can support. It was super important for me to make sure I gave you the smallest possible level at £2, just so it doesn't exclude anyone, but it goes all the way up to crazy levels. And Christian has just touched one of those crazy levels. Thank you so much, man. You get an extra area in Discord now for being a Thane. Once Discord picks up and realises that you've promoted yourself. Vanguard Tactics, Jake is in the chat, says he's excited for Wednesday night streams. You should be, mate. You're involved. But we also need to use super chats for Wednesday night streams, for the fortnightly Wednesday night streams, to cover Jake's transport, because it's not free for him to get down. He has to get on the train. It costs him £10 every time he comes for a stream, so it's going to cost him about £40 a month. And I said I'd cover it because I'm friendly, out of the channel money, because you guys are supporting us to support him, right? Makes sense. Umbra's put a Christmas tree in the stream view.
Yep, that's because of my new project.
Oh no, not the house.
Yeah.
So so Luce is now becoming a hobby magpie.
Yeah, it's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened.
She's no longer doing Christmas Marine. She's now going to try and make a Christmas diorama using scenery from Middle Earth, isn't it? From Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so I saw this thing on the internet. If you're not a fan of Christmas trees, or if you have a cat, so you can't have a Christmas tree, or a male dog, so you can't have a Christmas tree, you can make your own little Christmas village using a Christmas tree type, like stenciled platform. And somebody's done a really beautiful job of doing a Christmas village on each tier until you get to the top, and then it's a nice little star. And I thought, what about a war-torn Christmas village?
War-torn Christmas.
You know, in the little doll's houses, you can get these little lights, and they actually work. You get a little doorbell. I might try and wire in some lights. I played with hydrogen peroxide today. The world's my oyster. I can do anything.
Christian, you found yourself something fucking incredible here, by the way. This is made, right, with 100% raw honey. So I guess that also means it's good for me.
Yeah.
It's free. It's free from gluten, wheat, and sulfates. Suitable for vegetarians as well. Did you know? Viking's blood mead is wild fermented.
Trade fair for Jake's first month. Liam, you can cover the biscuits.
You fucking hero. Thanks, Gaz. There you go, Jake. You're covered for the first month already. Not that we're not going to pimp you out every stream anyway. Viking's Blood Mead is wild fermented using the yeast on the fruit. It has a juice of fresh hedgerow berries added to the fermentation process. The fruits give it a smooth, deceptive, almost alcohol-free taste, despite its percentage. This flavour has become a firm favourite with regulars and non-mead lovers alike. Be careful of the wobbly leg syndrome. You have been warned. I can totally fucking believe that as well. This stuff is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Thanks, guys, for that super chat. You absolute legend. That's incredible. Hero. I know you met Jake the other day as well. He said, you're a lovely man. I thought he hadn't met the same Gaz, but, you know. I can see the link on Discord. Keith Moore can. Good. I didn't notice that link. No, this is a new thing. Gaz says, as you tend to use the C word now and again, normally in reference to yourself and the community as a whole, what do you think the collective noun for the C word should be?
Mip-mop.
I've said it before. It's a pack of cunts.
I saw it on Facebook. Somebody's mother told her it's called a mip mop, and I was cracking up for the rest of the afternoon. It has to be mip mop, like sheep. There's no S on it.
Well, Space Marine says it's a stench of cunts. That's the collective noun. I love that. I love that as well. I may have said it many times. YouTube hates it. The reason why these don't stay on YouTube as well, because YouTube hates it when you use that word. It reduces your monetization for advertising. No surprises there, right? Did she get a lamp? She hasn't got. She refused to let me buy her a lamp yet.
No, I don't want a lamp.
She sat there, but then she's not paying Space Marines anymore, so I guess it's worth it, right? Take his train for out my new membership difference. Oh no, I'm keeping that shit for myself, Christian. Honestly, if Luce doesn't make a Krampus mini, who's Krampus in that diorama, then she's missed a golden opportunity. I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
we'll have to Google that.
Let me Google that now.
Bolt Rifle says War-torn Xmas Village sounds like a rack a few years back.
Is this an incognito Google?
I don't think so,
Krampus.
no.
It sounds Krampus.
Rem TV, dude, you should try some BattleTech Alpha Strike. That game is amazing. I have BattleTech. A friend of mine loves BattleTech. I said I'd play it with him. Probably not something I'm ever going to put on stream, if I'm honest. Maybe. Probably not. But yeah, it looks like it's a decent gaming system. Just not a massive fan of the models.
That's awful.
What?
Krampus is a horned anthropomorphic figure in alpine folklore who during the Christmas season scares children who have misbehaved, assisting Saint Nicholas.
Why on earth are we not promoting that person more?
It looks like something from your nightmares.
That sounds like something we should be promoting to kids more. Kids need to learn, Luce.
There's no antlers, no twinkly lights, nothing Christmassy.
Gaz said to Jake on Wednesday, the Custodes, you think it's a supremely elite army. Don't need that many models, which you don't, but you need all the options in case you want to change your army up. So, superhero to Iowans, thank you so much for the super chat, you absolute legend. Isn't it a gang of cunts? Oh, I see why you spelt that wrong, because YouTube won't let you write that. But my debit card got turned off from donating to you too much last stream. I can only use my credit card now. I need to get this fixed. Oh dear. What was that? Was that from the Mini Wargaming Dave stream? Is that what it's from? If that's the case, then we're supremely grateful. Agamemnon 2, Krampus is the anti-center. He punishes naughty kids. Naughty kids are people who aren't members.
I've never heard of Krampus before.
Neither have I. I'm intrigued now. Surely Jake can sleep in a small drawer in your kitchen and he doesn't need the train. Interestingly, we've said to Jake he can stay over on Wednesday nights if we miss his train. His train's like 20 to midnight, so we've always said we're going to aim to finish at 11 PM, so we should be okay. But the offer's there, Jake. Just saying. All you got to do is get up in the morning, make breakfast, dress the kids, walk the dog, and you can stay for the night. There you go. Not much. Umbra says good, no BattleTech. Umbra's not a fan of BattleTech. Everyone be sure to press the like button. Oh, there's 29 likes, Steve, and 77 people watching. They're not listening to you, Steve. I'm sorry, they're not listening. Krampus should be fighting her Xmas Marines. We do. I need to. I'm gonna have to Google Krampus after the stream if I'm
I've
sober
googled.
enough.
He looks terrifying. Look at that guy.
That's much cooler than Christmas.
Maybe it's a Krampus of.
A Krampus of cunts.
Yeah.
You almost said it then as well. You had to pause yourself. Oh dear. It's miniatures agnostic, so you can use like anything. Oh, for BattleTech, you can actually, and you can print your own as well, which I quite like. Good evening, Loose Liam and chat. Psycho Eddie 90, welcome to the stream, legends. I like the fact that Beer and Banter is typically a little bit quieter than Mondays at the moment, but I also like a bigger audience, so I'm torn. What should we do? Where should we go? What do we do? How do we solve this problem? I don't know. Umbra, we need to find a name for the Imperial Fist for Cronny and Dacius adventures. Well, I think we've just been talking about that for a while. Is he on top chat again? I'm not on. I'm on top chat, not live chat right now, team. Hang on, let me change that. Thank you. You guys keep me real. There we go. We're on live chat now, so I'll see all the comments. A gaggle of currants. A gang of. Oh, I'm seeing loads more comments now.
If he's the anti-Santa.
Stony Drake says your mum's so fat. Her idea of dieting is deleting the cookies from her internet browser. Brilliant. Not gonna lie, a few battle reports of Star Wars Legion would be a nice mix up. I've started building the Imperial. Do you know what? I started building Star Wars Legion because I bought Star Wars Legion as well, which, by the way, is a quality looking game. And don't worry, I'm never ditching 40k. 40k will always remain my my main focus. But the gaming system looks good. One thing I will say is that the models, they make you really appreciate Games Workshop models, honestly. Like, really appreciate Games Workshop models because they're just so much nicer. I've built about 8 Stormtroopers, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker so far from the starter box. And I know people say the older models are much
Can't
worse.
drink sad face. Donating plasma tomorrow.
Oh, well, you're a hero anyway, though, if you're donating plasma, so don't give it the sad face, because you're a hero. Big claps. Well done, man. And thanks for the super chat. So, yeah, I've built those models so far. And I know that's the first sort of models they kicked out. So I've been told by a lot of people they got better and better and better. But when I then picked up the Custodian's jet bikes and started building those again, I was like, fucking hell, Games Workshop plastic is so much nicer than anything else out there. So maybe include 40k in the title Beer and Banter. How? Tell me what we should call it instead of just Beer and Banter, and I'll upgrade the title. You tell me, Overboard, and we'll do it. Don't roll a one then, Phoenix. No, absolutely. There's a Krampus festival.
What would that even look like? Everybody walking around like some kind of weird Satan's cousin. That's not a happy day. That's traumatizing.
It's in Bavaria. You could take the kids to Germany for a proper scare if they aren't behaving. I love that idea. Got another Telemon coming soon. I've got 2 sat here that I cleaned up the other day. Started snipping some bits off today. I fucking love the Telemons. 40k Beer and Bants. That's it. So we're going to call it, okay? Let's do it now. Let's edit the title live for you all. Oh, hang on. He says, not fucking been able to type properly. 40k Beer and Banter. Safe. There you go. Updated it. Done. Parade through streets exactly as Luce described. That sounds amazing. Amsec o'clock. Look at your DMs on Discord. There are videos for Krampus Festival. I will do that, just not on stream. Alpha Strike is no longer on Hexfields. Count me out. I don't know what that means. Alpha Strike Hexfields. So Hexfields, I assume you mean the boards that you play on? I don't know what Alpha Strike is though. Or is that what Battletech is? I thought it was still on Hex boards. Donald Minis, Lim, have you finalised your No Retreat Legends list? I'm excited to see you destroy those Titan bastards. Hello from Texas. Well, first of all, welcome from Texas, you absolute hero. Even if you've got a white name. But in terms of Legends, I'm taking Harlequins, and I have finalised the list. The list submission deadline is midnight on Sunday. I've already submitted my list. So, yeah. 40k beer and bed sheets. People have got some obsession with our bed sheets nowadays.
I like Charlie's beer and butt stuff.
Beer and butt stuff. That's amazing. We should do that. So yeah, I have finalised my No Retreat Legends list. I don't think it's the most competitive thing in the world. I could have spent ages perfecting a list for Legends, and I could have maybe painted more stuff up for Legends for that very same purpose, and I could have possibly borrowed an army from Vanguard Tactics because Steve said I could use anything I wanted for Legends to be even more competitive. It's Legends. If people want to go there and be super competitive, then that's entirely up to them. I'm going to go there and enjoy myself and hopefully make loads of good content for you people. So, I have decided to take a list which is semi-competitive. It can hold its own. It's an 8th edition codex, but it's Harlequins. So, I don't think it's the most competitive, but it's super mobile. It's soaring spy. Everything's in transports or on jet bikes. It's really quick. There's lots of damage output, lots of invulnerable saves. So I think it will. I think it'll be fun. Huron's Crusader says, looking forward to the November GT if you take Quins. I'm not looking forward. I'm taking Quins to the October one. I'm looking to take Custodies to the November GT. If the Custodies aren't ready, I will be taking Quins. Dan Mojo upgrades to Scald. Thank you so much, you hero. It all makes a difference. It all makes a massive, massive difference. So if you guys don't know, YouTube takes a cut. It's around 30% of everything, super chats and memberships. So the more memberships we get, the more members that come through, the better it is for me. So massively appreciated. Thank you so much. I really don't think you want people Googling Liam butt stuff. Well, maybe I do. Who knows what you might find. Luce needs to be in the viewers so we can at her for messaging in the chat. Also, beer, buffoonery, and butt stuff for the Friday night streams. Are you you logged into YouTube over there?
Yeah, on the internet.
You logged into YouTube though? Are you logged in, or are you?
No, I'm not logged in. I don't remember my password.
So she can't log in because she doesn't remember her password, Christian.
This seems to be a very long joke between me and Liam. Whenever I create a password, I never remember it and I end up locking myself out of everything.
Honestly, it's a fucking... Reset your password then.
Yeah, but then I'll think of a password and it'll say, no, you've already used that one. So then I have to think of a whole other password and I never remember that one.
Tywin's means just become a member. Tywin, I thought you were already a member. You've upgraded your membership. Fucking hero. Thank you so much. So YouTube... so the thing that puts all the notifications up on the screen is a thing called Streamlabs. Streamlabs is like third-party software that you plug into your streaming software. So it does things. So when you guys super chat, it's Streamlabs that pulls the super chat from YouTube, displays it on the screen, and reads it out loud. When you become a member, it's Streamlabs that pulls that information through, throws it on the screen. Now, when people used to upgrade their membership, or when people used to do their like crazy 3-month anniversary membership thing, it wouldn't show it, and I just have to read it out. They've changed that now, so it does show it, which is great. But it also shows it as a new member every time, so I get confused until it actually shows me who's doing what. So, but thank you, Tywin, you absolute legend for upgrading your membership. That's like 4 upgrades or 5 upgrades tonight. How many more people can upgrade their membership? Talk. I was in Perth. I'm in Estonia now. Yeah, Talk is one of those rare people where even fucking Australia didn't want him. Ginger Steve says reset the password. He's got. You just reset your password.
I did, and then I forgot the password.
So reset your password and fucking write it down.
You told me off for writing it down.
This one hasn't got bank details in it, or any of that shit. Just reset it or save it to go. Fucking stick it on your notice board. Fucking Jesus. Fire. That's a great super chat as well from Holy Fire. What a hero. Lots of tags. Okay, so Richie Rich, my doctor's surgery had Tina Turner step in for my GP. I went to see her with constipation symptoms. I told her I poo every once.
Fund.
Fucking password fund legend. I told her I poo once every day. She said sit on the bog every night and say love. I've probably murdered reading that one, but I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't know Tina Turner songs. Luce nearly spat her hot chocolate all over her desk. Here's a good example of the crazy monthly message you do from Gaz. Hero, thank you so much. And Macarius upgrading to Scald as well. Look at you fucking heroes. Why is that so funny? I don't get the Tina Turner joke.
The second half is, what's love got to do with it? You know that song.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
It's the punchline. Like he's going to the doctor for a serious problem, and then she said, sit on the toilet and say love. So that's what's love got to do with it. Ooh.
Thanks for the joke, Richie. Oh, he keeps writing it further down. Okay, I've missed it. I said, Tina, what's love got to do with it?
There you go.
And then she said, it's a second-hand emotion.
It's a second-hand emotion.
There's live fucking
Who needs a
bit of karaoke here.
heart can be broken.
This is why my ears are fucked. My missus always forgets all of her passwords and refuses to reset. My wife stuck her finger in my butt once. It was cool.
Ooh, lovely.
Okay. Brilliant. Lucy needs to learn about making password frameworks. Oh, don't. You'll confuse her.
Is that a real thing?
Try the one you have thought of. Unlocked. What, password frameworks? Yeah, password frameworks is the thing. How does loose function during the day?
Very nicely, thank you.
Yeah. Without technology talk is the answer. Oh no. Just make password but $tough1. But stuff 1. I think if you make that password, then chat will be able to remind you every week.
That's true.
Your password's but stuff 1. They would look out for you.
My account at all.
Donald Minnie says, Liam, I'm an AdMac player and planning on running 2 flyers at the Austin Games Workshop GT at the end of the month. I shouldn't feel bad about 2 flyers, right? I think you should just feel bad about being an AdMac player. No, I'm joking. It's hard, isn't it? Because I don't want to tell people that they can't play an army that they love, because that's bollocks. It's not your fault that the rules are fucked. It's Games Workshop's fault and whoever places those specific rules. However, fucking hell, take what you want, and if you're a decent dude, a decent player, then hopefully you'll be fine and people will enjoy it. Just be wary that people will complain if you're an AdMech player with 2 flyers. No matter how nice a guy you are, people will. They've just got this stigma attached to them right now, and people will complain.
Somebody has thumbs down my singing.
Is that where it came from? You're singing.
Somebody.
It's not my stream. It's your singing. It's like, 'cause I said cunt 14 times already. Tell us, Luce. We'll remind you each week. Yeah, take the money I used to give Valrak. To give Valrak what? Tywin says, I think he fucking writes in Welsh sometimes. Take the money I used to give Valrak. To give him what? I'm not giving him fuck all, apart from grief. Christian, Liam, just don't tell Luce. Put it on the pegboard behind you. Just don't let Luce. I mean, it's okay, right? It's blurred. You can't see it, so that's fine. We can put it on that pegboard, I think. Yeah, it never goes in focus, so we're safe. Richie Rich says there's a 3rd part. I don't think we want the 3rd part. Josh says, Liam, how can Warhammer Plus be this bad? There are many streaming services out there that are around 40k. There is DeploymentZone.tv, exclamation mark DZTV in the chat. There is Tabletop Tactics. There is Hellstorm Wargaming. There is SM Plus. There's Patreon for Play on Tabletop. There's Striking Scorpion 82. There's probably some more. There's Titans have got their own Patreon premium membership stuff. And there's probably some more as well. I've probably missed some. If someone out there is doing a streaming service and I've missed you, I'm very sorry. I struggle to see the value in terms of video content that Warhammer Plus offers over any of the other services. Now, what Warhammer Plus does offer is more than just video, and they haven't really advertised this massively well. There's a massive back catalogue of content to read, and there is the free models, obviously, and lots of other little benefits you get with Plus. But I agree, it's currently poor for what you're paying for a multi-million-pound company. For a multi-million-pound company who's come into this industry, and I don't feel like they're challenging us at DZTV. Now, in terms of production quality, they're probably slightly better because they've got all the money, all the cameras, all the editors. It doesn't make a difference if your fucking personality's as flat as a pancake. So in terms of their production quality, I think it's better. Genuinely, honestly. However, in terms of the engagement, in terms of the personalities, in terms of the charisma, I think they're miles behind most of the services I just spoke about. If I'm honest, it's my honest opinion. I've still got Warhammer Plus because I still keep reviewing it, and I haven't watched it since like week 1 because I just don't have any desire at the moment. Maybe I should log in again and have a look and see if there's anything more that's interesting. But there's an answer to your question, I hope. Maybe, possibly. I have a joke. I went to the video shop and said, can I please borrow Batman Forever? They said, no, you have to bring it back next Tuesday.
That's a dad joke, that is.
Gaz put this joke in the stream on Wednesday. Why did the sperm cross the road?
I don't know.
Because I put the wrong sock on this morning. Oh, brilliant. Your mum is so stupid she bought a spoon to the Super Bowl. Stony Strike's on the mama jokes tonight. Manny is going, he will outnumber you with flyers, don't worry. I don't think Manny will, actually. I think Manny switched who he's playing on purpose because a lot of people said that he was only winning because he was taking Admech, which is bollocks, but he wasn't doing himself any favours by only taking Admech, so I think he's switching the faction he's taking and he won't be running the Admech flyers anymore, and I think you'll probably still see him win because he's just that good a player. I love Thousand Suns. What would you recommend that I take for an army? From Matt. I'll try and give you a quick rundown. If you're desperate for lots of detailed information, then your best bet is to ask me in Discord at some point over the weekend. You should have to be a member for, and I'm not trying to sell you the membership. Oh, if you're a DZ member and you're in the DZ Discord, ping me in there. Rubrics are super solid nowadays. Scarab Occult Terminates are pretty solid nowadays. Mutilath Vortex Beasts are supremely good. I still rate Helldrakes because Helldrakes are decent. With Bale Flamers, there's lots of things they can do. There's lots of speed, maneuverability, things they can tie up. So I still rate Helldrakes. I wouldn't bother with things like Cultists, and I'm not a massive fan of the little bird people. I can't remember what they're called nowadays. Magnus is a boss, but I don't think that it's worth.
Drink.
I don't think that it's worth. Maybe it is. Thanks, Simons. I don't think it's worth him necessarily if you're going to play competitively, but if you do want to play competitively and you're desperate to take Magnus, you can still make him work. He's very, very strong. Araman is a solid choice as always. In fact, Exalted Sorcerers are just great anyway, and they give you extra Cabal points and stuff like that. So I think a lot of the core sort of 1,000 stuff is now very usable. I really, really, really rate Rubric Marines now, and you can take Rhinos, and in 1,000 Suns actions they get the invulnerable save and stuff as well, which is amazing. And Zangors is the word I'm looking for, thank you. I don't rate Zangors too much. I don't think they give you loads, personally. But yeah, I like more Mutilath Vortex Beasts as well. It wasn't the singing, it was two cats fucking. That's what talks about your singing.
How rude.
It wasn't very nice, was it? Mr. Payson talking medias. Good morning, fellow Aussies, from Tom. Evening, Tom. Well, morning to you, I guess. I think he's saying he's cancelled his Varrock membership and is giving it to you instead. I mean, that's the right life choice, though, Tom. So that's what you're saying you've done. That's the right life choice. I'll give you that one. Manion uses 3 fires. 3 is enough. 3 is enough. I mean, you can see plenty of people that are running 4. Jesus, the Corax White lives and has returned to his boat. Yeah, I put it back.
Why have you done that?
Because they missed it last stream.
It's my desk.
But they missed it.
It's my, and you've put my Insta ink on the floor.
I swapped.
Perfectly fine
I swapped
on
the
desk.
Insta ink with the Corax White just for the stream.
Oh.
It's all about optics. It's all about how it looks. It's got to look good.
And that the Corax White makes it look worse.
No, it's a joke now.
It's a terrible joke.
Type
I have
Corax.
real pain from that rattle can.
Type Corax White 3 times and it appears to misspray your minis. DZTV is better than Warhammer Plus. Thank you so much. Corax White will be there eternally. Exactly. See, instead of going after animators, Games Workshop should have gone after you guys, who have your paid services to bring them their catalogue, make you all media VPs. I mean, yeah. Interesting, isn't it, that they have all of these content creators out there that have made a success of this and they didn't
This
come
is
to any
to
of them.
make sure you get to take your next sip of that beautiful mead whenever you want to. Other than that though, Liam, thanks for putting the Corax White back where it belongs.
She's shaking her head at you, Christian. But thank
I
you
would,
so
but
much.
I can't upgrade anymore. #biggest dick.
Yeah, I can't, but that's because I can't set a higher level, Umbra. You're at the highest level I can set. I can't set a higher level. If I could set a higher level, then I probably wouldn't, because it's already too much that you lot do, but thank you. And I agree with what you're saying, Christian, as well, about coming to content creators. So this is something that I've spoken about before, right, for Warhammer Plus. There is a sea of content creators out there, high-level ones as well. If you're going to make the latest Bond movie or the latest... Give me a famous series of films that's really popular. The latest Marvel movie or something like that. Luke's just let me down.
For some reason, I'm thinking of Titanic. I don't know.
But typically, fucking Jesus. But typically, you're going to go and you're going to find AAA celebrities. You're going to find the big names to come and be part of your movie if you want to sell it as a AAA movie. You're going to look at your massive actors, and I can't list them off because I don't know half of them myself. But you're going to look at your massive actors. You're going to bring those people in, and you're going to expect to pay the money for those people so that you can make a AAA film, right? Because you want the best actors who have the biggest audience, who have the biggest draw. So that when that film goes live in the box office, you have or you guarantee the most number of people through the door, right? So that's what you do. What Games Workshop did is they set a wage limit that they weren't prepared to go above. They went fishing, and they also made sure that anyone who applied for any of their presenter jobs couldn't work anywhere else. If you sign fucking Brad Pitt for a movie, you don't tell him this is the only one you can do this year. It doesn't happen. He can be in as many movies as he wants. Games Workshop, we're going to pay you X. and you can't have any other affiliation with any other channel or any other content whatsoever. So they set their stall out early. They were never going to pull in people like Lawrence or Winters or Valrak or any of the guys from Play On or Mini Wargaming or Vanguard Tactics or any of that stuff. They were never going to do that because they'd already shut that door just by the way in which they'd laid out there. This is what we want. This is who we're going to recruit. And I think that what they failed to realise, so that I think they must have made Warhammer Plus because they must have seen that DZTV and Tabletop Tactics and Mini Wargaming have made a massive success of online content around the hobby. So they must have seen that and gone, we want a slice of that pie. Why wouldn't you? It's your gaming system. It makes perfect sense for them to make Warhammer Plus. And yet I feel like they've massively missed the boat as to the bit that people mostly tune in for and the bit that people mostly pay their money for. And that is the personalities, the characters, the charisma that exists with those famous people that sub to Tabletop Tactics. They don't sub to Tabletop Tactics because of a battle report. They sub because they like Lawrence or they like Chef. No one likes Chef. I'm joking. Or they like Katie or they like Beard. And people that sign up to DZ it's because they like Winters or maybe they like me or they like Quipster. And people that sign up to Mini Wargaming love Dave or they love Luca or people connect with their favourite presenter. They like that person. They like that personality. I've always said this. I'll say it forever. You turn up for the content. So you'll find a channel because they've made a video that you might be interested in that topic, whether it's how to pay back Templars or it's a Ultramarines battle report or it's how to convert this or it's a lore video about X. Or people will go there. They'll find this channel. They'll find Lutin because Lutin's done a lore video about Custodes, or they'll find Winters because Winters has done a narrative battle report including Death Guard, or they'll find Tabletop Tactics because Lawrence has done a video about Drakari. And then if they like the presenter and they engage with that presenter and they think they're entertaining or they're funny or they're interesting or they're charismatic, they'll stay. And the more they enjoy that content, the more likely they're to go, here's some money for you. I want you to keep making me content, so I'm going to pay you some money for you so you can keep making me content. But what they've done is they've invested in that personality. They've not invested necessarily in the content, they've invested in that personality. Warhammer Plus, for me, from what I've seen with the battle reports, etc., has fallen really short of that. They don't have that kind of charisma, they don't have that kind of natural engagement. And I don't feel, the other big thing is as well is, I don't feel like they're particularly engaged with their audience. So with DZ, with Tabletop Tactics, with things like Instagram, Facebook, Discord servers, communities, live streams with live chats, we're proper engaged with our community, we're proper engaged with our audience because you guys are the reason we can do this and the reason why we do this. They don't have that engagement with their audience, and I don't feel like they'd listen to negative feedback either. So when you combine the lack of personality and charisma and the zero engagement with their audience, I just always think it was going to fall a bit flat.
Now everyone drinks smiley face.
That's my opinion anyway. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Surely the Corax White should be on Lucy's desk, as she was suckered by a Games Workshop staff member. She trusted into buying it. It is on her desk. She'll move it tomorrow though, you won't.
I have some breaking news though.
What's your breaking news?
My thumbs down has gone.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
You called him out and it went?
Called him out on it.
No Time to Die is a new Bond film. I haven't seen it yet, but VT Jake said it was great. What is worse, standing on a kilometre high cliff or getting blown by a dude? I don't understand what's negative about the second one.
Say that again?
What's worse, standing on a kilometre high cliff edge or getting blown by a dude? If you don't look down, it all feels the same, right?
Is a kilometre really that high?
I don't know. Titanic 2 is the least exciting. Critics said it was a bit of a washout. Brilliant. I like the stuff they have on Warhammer Plus. I just don't think they went all in on it. I agree with you. G-Dubs seem to be a bunch of a-holes.
I've got 3 thumbs down.
And the likes have gone down as well. That's your fault. Gobbing off. Jesus fucking hell. The likes gone down to 47 and the thumbs down have gone, you fucking horrible bastards.
Warhammer Plus would never refer to themselves as a stench of sea nuts. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah, we are all a stench of cunts. That's why we're here.
No, we're a Krampus.
A Krampus.
Is it at least a crumpet? What is it? Krampus.
A Krampus, yeah.
It's not a
Highland Fair on No Banter on Warhammer Plus, too sanitised, which was always going to be the case, right? The thing is as well, you have to realise that all of the content that will go on Warhammer Plus will also be heavily scrutinised before it's allowed to be released. If they get a rule wrong, it won't go out. Because it won't. Well, they can't do that, and I can't criticise them for that. They're right. So it will be sanitised. Sometimes there'll be more than one take to get a moment, and that becomes less natural. So... anyone who doesn't love you after watching the Champion of Chaos series is mad. Your faces and the emotion behind your expressions as you played were so genuine. It was, yeah. That was. I forgot we were filming at one point. That got serious. Personalities leave, set up their own paint company, and remove 1 million from the marketplace overnight. Yeah, he's done well there, hasn't he? Big old Duncan. Do you know that's the only reason why I would potentially think, or would have thought, a lot of people would have contemplated becoming Warhammer Plus presenters, was because arguably you'd be able to get the exposure from Games Workshop, and by being Liam on Warhammer Plus or Winters on Warhammer Plus or whatever, do that for 2 years and then fuck off and build your own one like Duncan's done. Instant success. Instant success. Loose, now you're going to get 50 thumbs down. We're up to 57 thumbs up. How many thumbs down have we got?
1.
Just the one. Just the one, actually. I love yours and Luce's relationship. I love your personality, how you interact with your community. This is why I'm a big dick member. Humber, you're the biggest dick of members. You and Starius. He's not here either. Where's Starius? Where's he gone? He's always gobbing off somewhere. I agree it's too sanitised and corporate. Forced, over enthusiastic. Yeah, I agree. How do they become engaged with their audience when lots of trolls will intentionally attempt to sabotage that fan base interaction? So, Saren, I agree with you there as well, right? I definitely agree with you there. And I don't know whether that's something that they need to... I don't know if that's something they should actively try and tackle or not. But I do think they could do more to be more engaged with their community. Channels in general, YouTube, Twitch, all that kind of stuff. I fucking hate the word, I'm going to use it. Influencers rely on being engaged with their audience for them to continue to be influencers, for them to continue to make revenue, make money. Advertisers come to influencers and say, we want to sponsor you, and we're Nike, or we're the Lancashire Mead Company, or we're the Beard Struggle, or whoever. We want to come and sponsor you because you're engaged with your audience. And if you say to your audience, ! TBS, or the Beard Struggle, or whatever, or ! Beard in the chat, that's the one it is, I've forgotten, I haven't used it for ages. People will press ! Beard, they'll look at that link, they'll follow that link, and they'll use code LTDEMS20 to get 20% off. See what I did there? But people use those links because people say to go and use those links, and that's because they've got a connection with their audience. So people trust it when someone says, I should follow ! DZTV. People trust that person if they're a fan of the channel, if they watch the channel. So I think I agree with you, Seren, but I think they need the interaction for it to be more of a success. It could be argued, I haven't seen the numbers, and I doubt you'll ever find out. Probably could be argued it's already a success for them financially. They've probably already made more money than it's cost them, but who knows? What's blue and foxhole grannies?
What?
Hypothermia. What does a deaf gynecologist do?
They read lips.
They read lips. Amazing. Charlie Thayer just thumbs down. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Starius is busy talking in general chat on Discord. What, to himself?
6 thumbs down. Oh,
6
come
thumbs
on.
down. That's because you're fucking singing.
I'm hurt.
So's there is.
I am hurt.
More singing and you get more thumbs down. It's still engagement. YouTube loves it. Starius is currently bastardising Templars by painting them in 13th Legion colours. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Legend. What happened to G-Dub saying they'd collaborate on Warhammer Plus with YouTube content creators? I know it's in its infancy, but it seems quiet on that front. I've heard some chats and some comments from them about it. We'll see. I know a couple of content creators who went up to Games Workshop a few weeks ago to do a battle report for White Dwarf. They were told they weren't allowed to wear any of their t-shirts, they weren't allowed to bring their branded dice, they couldn't talk about their channels, nothing. So that's not really collaboration, is it? Hey-ho. JFC, tried calling you a few times, you're dead to me now. Did you get him down off the roof yet, John? You called me this afternoon, I was busy making dinner. If you keep fucking calling me when I'm busy, I won't answer you, will I? Come on, John. I can call you tomorrow, maybe. Actually, I'm fucking not going to. I don't know why I said I would, I'm not going to. They don't even enable comment sections. How would someone genuinely even begin to engage? So there's no comments on their battle reports. Is that genuine? Ah, interesting. I asked about his ultramarines. Don't ask about those. I just thumbs down, but still love Lucy. So we are getting plenty of thumbs down now. The likes are going down actually, and the thumbs down are going up.
I know. Can you, if you
Devastating.
thumbs down, are you still allowed to like, or do you only?
No, you get one or the other. You get one or the other.
Oh,
You fuckers. You're crushing her dreams here.
I know. I was gonna go on X Factor and everything.
Yeah, she genuinely thought she had a chance. And you just...
I was waiting for the post-coronavirus intake. Now I'm not gonna do it.
No, you've crushed it now.
Crushed
The thumbs up are going down further.
See, there's another one. They agree with me that I shouldn't go on X Factor.
Fuckers. I wanted to go on X Factor. I should be at the house for a few weeks.
I wanted to meet David Walliams.
Is she saying she's hurt or she's hot? Definitely the first one.
Hurt.
Just jumping in to say hi, have a drink from me. We'll do mixer, don't you worry. Make that 7 thumbs down, you fucking horrible bastards.
11 thumbs down.
I fucking hate you lot. I don't. To be fair, YouTube doesn't give a fuck whether it's a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Doesn't care. It makes me laugh when people thumbs down videos because they genuinely don't like them. It makes me laugh because YouTube does not differentiate between either or. So it's all YouTube sees is its engagement, and if it sees engagement, it promotes the video. So when your stream's live, the more thumbs up or thumbs down you get, the more people are engaging your stream, the more it pushes you onto the front page of YouTube. Well, it won't push me onto the front page of YouTube with 98 viewers, but yeah, go on, your arms up like you're waiting to ask a teacher.
I have an actual question.
Yeah, okay.
I know me and you both gag and retch when you say influencer.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling to come to accept this new influencer thing. I don't understand how you can be an influencer. I genuinely don't get it. How can a 19-year-old TikTok arsehole possibly influence enough people? I genuinely don't. Who came up with it, influencer? When did people start living their lives according to someone else on a platform?
So strictly influencers as a thing has been alive almost forever. In terms of as soon as things were widely televised was probably when it really started. So footballers are influencers. So back in the day when I was a kid and I used to watch football, one of the big footballers on the stage at the time, one of the biggest footballers in the world at the time on the stage was David Beckham. Okay, and he had sponsorships that were worth incredible amounts of money for him to wear Adidas boots. Because if kids who loved David Beckham was watching him and he was wearing Adidas boots, then guess when they went shopping for their next set of boots that they were going to play Sunday League football in, guess what they told their parents they wanted?
Yeah,
because David Beckham has influenced. He said...
That's not what I'm getting on at. That's totally relatable to playing football. It's when people are on any kind of social media and they're kind of famous for being famous, and then they're an influencer. And what was that saying you said? Virtue signalling.
Virtue signalling is not influencing. That's something completely different.
But they're kind of now starting to...
They can't. Yeah.
Really, really pathetic how these influencers are actually influencing so many people from kind of doing nothing. I can't. But
I would be classified now, and I hate it. I would be classified now as an influencer.
David Beckham was your influencer? Explains the top notch.
Just because no one from Wales has ever been as good, don't you throw fucking Gareth Bale or Ryan Giggs at me either timings. So I'm now classified as an influencer, right? And I know you hate it. I hate the term myself. I've said it before. I hate the term myself. And like I said already, right? I review 40k stuff. Now, I don't care what Games Workshop say to me. I'm always going to be honest when I review 40k stuff. So if I think they've made a fucking dick move, like the act of the Book of Fire Warzone Caradon series, where they put day one DLC in a book, I called them on it. I won't sit here like some other channels do and be 100% pro Games Workshop. My audience wants me to be honest.
Influencer fund.
Amazing. Thank you. They want me to be honest. People don't want to watch a reviewer who's just going to say that every product Games Workshop send them is positive. People don't want to watch a tech reviewer who say every Apple product's great. They don't want to see that. They want people to say, I like this book, but I hate those rules. I like this iPhone, but I don't like this function. I like this computer, but I don't... People want people to be honest. And once people are established for being honest within their chosen field, so for me, for example, 40k is my current chosen field, people will once they trust the fact that I say, if you want campaign rules, you should buy the Warzone Caradon books. In terms of the day one DLC, I think it's a fucking dick move, and I don't think it's worth 20 quid or whatever it was for 4 pages of rules. And I will always be honest about that stuff. And once you've established that honesty, I can then say to people, I use Beard Struggle products. And there's a link that you can find, and I know there's a number of people in Discord that have gone and bought their products. Because I've said they're a good company and they make good products. And then they'll go, and luckily, because I'm honest and I'm always honest and positive, they'll then go in, they've got these new Beard Struggle products, and they've gone, this is the best stuff I've ever used on my facial hair. Because I'm always honest. I won't promote, as an influencer, quote unquote, I won't promote any product that I don't use myself or I don't like.
Okay, so, question just for you now. Where do you draw the line? We need to come up with another word other than influencer.
We can't.
It's vomit in my own mouth. Where do you draw the line from just being able to wear the shirts you like to wear, use the beers or you like to use, and then actually being judged on how that affects you doing your job? So
What do you mean? Explain.
So does, for example, Beyonce having cellulite actually affect how well she can sing?
Nope.
Why are we bothered about how much cellulite Beyonce has? That's what I mean by where's the line now in people influencing, for God's sake? Where's the line between, right, I'm a Warhammer player and everything else, yes, I just so happen to be wearing those jeans. I don't think as a grown adult you should be swayed into buying these jeans because I'm wearing them. They were clean on this morning, I put them on, it's that deep.
Welcome to the channel, Ross. Don't forget !Discord to come and join the Discord. Make sure you've linked YouTube to your Discord account so it doesn't beat you out. I guess that's the thing, right? I guess you've kind of touched on where there is grey area. So why
can't people just be like, oh, cool jeans, that's it?
So for example, I love, in terms of clothing and gear, I love Under Armour gear. You know this. I wear tons of Under Armour stuff. I love Under Armour stuff. Now, I don't wear Under Armour stuff because Under Armour sponsor me. They will never come anywhere near
Liam
a channel.
draws the influencer line at doing TikTok videos of him dancing in a skimpy toot with no bra on. It's a vest or topless, nothing else.
You found that account, Steve, did you? Awkward. So I wear Under Armour stuff because I like it. Now, people would consider that being an influencer. If you're an influencer, there's people that will watch me. That I say me. This isn't going to happen with me at my size. But for example, if I was a big influencer, if I was a AAA list celebrity, people will see me wearing Under Armour, and people would go and buy Under Armour stuff because they've seen their favourite celebrity wearing Under Armour. That you haven't consciously been an influencer in that point. You haven't consciously influenced people. Often when you are influencing, you're not consciously doing it. You're doing something because I wear Under Armour because I like Under Armour. And that will influence people.
He's not an influencer. He's just a very naughty boy.
I fucking really appreciate a good Monty Python reference as well. You pack of heroes.
That's my point. When did this happen that somebody can wear a shirt? You're not even as big as David Beckham was back when he was massive, because I don't think we can have isolated fame like that anymore, because we do have YouTube and everything else. But at what point did somebody just so happen to wear a shirt and it swayed so many people at once? When did that happen?
I would argue that it's always happened. I would argue that before the years of television and stuff, someone could walk down the street. Someone drank? Brilliant. Someone could walk down the street and go, oh, I like those pair of shoes. Now, to some extent, that person, simply by wearing that pair of shoes, has influenced that other person to go and look and find the pair themselves. Influencers doesn't
label everything.
Well, fucking hell.
When did?
For a generation of people, in fact, for a race of people that supposedly want to do everything they can to lift labels and stigmas, we've got more fucking labels than we ever had before. Everything's a label now, despite the fact that we're trying to remove labels, supposedly, and everyone's supposed to be equal to one another.
When you said the virtue signalling...
Oh, don't. I don't get...
That's when I thought...
Not enough mead for that.
I'm going to have to start writing all of these down, because I can't keep up anymore. I heard another one before that. Micro something to do with bullying.
When you find Liam's OnlyFans, is you striking gold.
Yeah, it is. So it's called influencing. It's called being an influencer to some
Did
point.
someone say drink time?
It did,
Yummy
yeah. So I
face.
just topped it back up.
We need to come up with another word. Not influencer. We need to swap that. Butt stuff. Maybe that's where butt stuff goes.
Jedi. What was in Lucy's hot chocolate? Lucy's 40k soapbox. Yeah, absolutely. Sarah says, I mean, some random rich twat on TikTok can't be any more of an embarrassment to society than our politicians. I mean, we don't talk about politics, but I completely, utterly, and 100% fucking agree with you. People have wanted to be like people who have a large following for hundreds of
What
years.
was in that hot chocolate? Lucy's 40k soapbox.
Sorry, Jedi.
She's not sorry. She's not sorry.
I can't say it when the boys are awake.
No, absolutely. I'm waiting for this one to come
Influence
up.
me, daddy.
That's weird, but I like it. TFU Condor Hero, thank you so much for the super chat. You're back in legends, all of you. It's always been around from royalty back in the day to celebrities and now technology. The way some 18-year-old streamer can influence people to wear a particular brand. Absolutely. Ryan Reynolds, the real Ryan Reynolds.
But don't you just think that's so... If it's royalty...
Thank you for the upgraded membership, Crumpets Panda. You absolute hero. Really appreciate it.
That's that kind of isolated fame where there's only maybe
It's
10...
microaggressions loose. It's
That's
when
it.
Jake gets angry.
Microaggressions is like when Jake gets that. That's for poor old Jake. If he's still listening, I'm sorry, Jake, but he is a fucking hobbit.
That's it, microaggression. I've heard that. And I said, what's that? And they said it's when they're passively aggressively mean to you. And I was like, isn't that just being passive aggressive?
Everything's got a label. I think you need a new label for how you label people. What's the label we can give to people that label people?
Influencers.
Labelers. Labias.
Minor or major.
Brilliant. You are assuming the job title influencer is the same as the dictionary definition, not the same. One will say anything for money.
Loose, don't you dare apologize for having an opinion.
He meant to say opinion, but he wrote it in American, I think. You're right. This is one of the things we've always said on this channel. We will give our opinions, and if you don't like the opinions that we give him, fuck off. Facts. But we will always give our honest opinions, and I'd like to think that one of the reasons why we're starting to develop a strong community, a decent following,
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we're able to influence people is simply because we're honest all the time when we give our opinions over. So, I don't apologise for it. You shouldn't apologise either. Found a word in the thesaurus that also means influencer and suits you better. Bellwether. I don't know what that means. It's
That's
like
a
if you
word.
play Raid Shadow Legends because they're a new hero. But you're
Liam's
right.
OnlyFans, where the only things that are golden are the showers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Tywin.
But he pays for it, you know. So, Highland Farron, back to your comment. I agree what you're saying 100%, and I try to be the latter of the two types of influencers. I'm conscious that people call me an influencer. I'm conscious of what I'm trying to do with YouTube, with DTTV, etc. I arguably am purposefully trying to become an influencer on, I've got Instagram, etc., etc. I've got all the social media shite that goes with it. Twitter, fucking Facebook, the lot. But I would like to be the second. I will never do the new version of influencer that will say anything just for money. If I like Under Armour. What's the brand I don't like?
High tech.
I don't think there's a brand I don't really like.
Or, oh my god, what was that one that Sports Soccer used to do before it became Sports Direct?
I don't know. I don't think it's really a brand. But if there's a brand I didn't like that came to me and said, we're going to pay you a wage to wear this brand on stream and talk about it being the best brand ever, and it fucking employed 100 fucking children in China that were aged 6 to make its clothes, I wouldn't do it. That's not the type of influencer I ever want to be. So, there you go. And they and labelers, that's a fucking great name for it. Space Marines come up with the name. And labelers.
And labelers.
And labelers, yeah. That's the name for people that label people. It's the label for people that label people and labelers. That's fucking great. That's what we're gonna call it now. Jedi can't still be
Is
watching.
it golden showers or rainbow kisses?
Or both at the same time?
I'm still disturbed.
She is. Jake can't still be watching. His mum will have tucked him up in bed by now. That's probably true. He's gone quiet, you noticed. I wrote it in Marine. Brilliant. If anyone uses microaggressions around you, Luce, tell them to fuck off and find their safe space.
Do you know, I have had the microaggressions and I didn't know what they were called and I knew I felt uncomfortable / pissed off and I couldn't say anything because there were too many children around. But sometimes it's useful having a word put to the thing you're feeling if you don't already know what it's called. But then as soon as there is that word and you go, yes, that's it, that's how I've been feeling.
Liam's OnlyFans 2 jet bikes, 1 paint cup.
You
It's
fucking
then-
wrong individual.
It's then swept away straight away because there's a reason for it. There's a reason for all the labels. You can't just say, stop being a dick, you're hurting feelings, go away and think
But
about...
this is the other thing now. Everyone's feelings get hurt for fucking all. Like, I'm conscious that the audience we have is also multinational. I'm conscious that the audience that we have is not just British. But British humour can't be British humour anymore. How many old British comedy shows are now basically banned from TV because it might fucking offend someone? It's called comedy. They're taking the piss. It's joking. One of the great British traits has always been the ability to take the piss out of ourselves as well as everybody else. And all these shows are getting cancelled because they might offend someone. Fuck off. If you're offended, just don't fucking watch. Don't listen. Fuck off in your hole and don't tell everybody else how they should be behaving.
Yeah.
Because it's not your fucking place and no one gives a fuck if you're offended. There it is. That's it. Fuck off.
And there's the tagline.
That's the and I stand by that. This is. I said it the other day. We were talking on Discord the other day, right? And I said it on Discord. If there was a person, a famous person, an influencer, someone said to me, who is your most favourite person out there, famous person, influencer that you think is your not idol, I guess, but your most favourite?
Oh, can I answer it?
Yeah, of course you can.
What, you're from your most favourite person?
Yep.
Ricky Gervais.
Absolutely, Ricky Gervais. Big Red Bear, thank you for being a member for 3 months. You're absolute you're absolute hero. British humour is the enemy of the people. Absolutely. Crumpets Panda, we missed your 2-month membership as well. I look forward to hearing about Liam Dempsey's new obsession, Warhammer 40k Lost Crusade. Not a fucking chance. But Ricky Gervais is my most favourite ever person in terms of famous people. Everyone's got one person they love, etc. And he said, my humour is my humour. If you're offended, fuck off. He said it publicly, and I'm 100% behind that one. 100% behind it. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. I just, this cancel culture that exists, I don't like it, so you should stop doing it. No, you don't like it, so you should fuck off and just not watch
I'm
this.
feeling macro-aggressed.
Macro-aggressed, amazing.
Wasn't that a huge Whole of Sailor Superstore? Macro.
Macro is it still a superstar?
I haven't known it
Keep
around.
calm and have a drink.
Don't worry, I'm having plenty of drinks. This is why you get the absolute fucking honesty out of me on Friday. But it's true. There's one.
Yes, Liam.
I'm sure you should be encouraging it. One person gets offended by a joke that 2 million people find funny, and that joke gets cancelled because that one cunt's offended.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm going to get too worked up about it, but it
Preach,
just
brother.
fucking grips my shit. That stuff. If you are offended, I don't mind people being offended. That's fine. People can get offended. That's okay. But just because you're offended doesn't necessarily mean that you need to stop everybody else who might not be offended. They might enjoy it. And that's not the worst.
Oh, there's a word.
The worst is the cunts out there that get offended for other people.
Yeah, they need a hobby. We have a really good hobby you could try. It's very time consuming. It makes you very tired. You won't have the energy to be offended all the time.
I don't want those cunts in the hobby, to be honest with you.
I was on about knitting.
Oh, okay. They could fucking knit all day. Like, in fact, we probably shouldn't give them needles. Like with the hobby, my way is my way. Who doesn't like it, fuck off. Exactly that. Gatekeepers who tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do something else. They need to go and fucking get a life.
Gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping's another
I'm
name.
writing these down now.
The last time they let Ricky host the Oscars was golden. Abso-fucking-lutely. The man is a fucking hero. But he's also a genuinely good bloke as well. That's the thing. He does a lot of work for animal rights, etc. Ricky Gervais is amazing.
Didn't he do a shows where he was hosting it, and then he said to all the famous people, don't even come up here and talk about the rights of the world. You've got no idea what the loaf of bread costs.
Gervais was asked to host the Golden Globes of the Oscars, which he did. And typically when he hosts both, he gets pissed.
As the master of abuse, I don't know why people get so upset. They must like Dorn.
And he just is honest. He pulls people apart. He absolutely pulls people apart. And the worst part about, not the worst part, the best part about when Gervais does that is everything's honest and genuine.
Yeah.
Like, it's all factual. Oh, but you might offend someone. I'm not gonna. Gaz,
I'm drunk.
I saw a message from Gaz and I got to there. I would have thought you'd have chosen Marquez Brownlee as one of your favourite. Marquez is one of my favourite YouTubers. I'm subbed to his channel. I watch him. He's not my favourite YouTuber, ironically. My favourite YouTuber is a guy called a Canadian called Peter McKinnon. If you're into videography and photography, Peter McKinnon is just a dude. Go check out Peter McKinnon. He's a legend. And I don't need to tell you to do that. He's got millions of subscribers anyway. Marquez.
The problem today, Liam, is that people think that because they've taken offense, we need to change the offense. Get feeked and grow up.
When did the human race become... I said it to you today, didn't I?
Yeah.
The human race will be the cause of its own demise.
Yeah.
Simple as that. The human race will be the reason why the human race becomes extinct. There's plenty of creatures, animal species out there in the world that are extinct because of other reasons, climate change, environmental change, other species that have caused them to become extinct. But the tragic story about the human race is it's going to be the reason why it is extinct. That's it, fact. In terms of what you said, Gaz, Marquez is a legend of a channel. He went over 11 or 12 million subscribers the other day. Great channel, but Ricky is just... I went and seen Ricky Gervais live. I've even spoke to Ricky Gervais on Twitter. Do you remember?
Yes, you did. What did he do? He quoted you.
I've seen fucking everything he's ever made. What a hero. What an absolute legend. Making a joke and being hateful, hurtful are two completely different things. As a very liberal person, I agree people need to chill. Yeah, so absolutely. And I agree with that as well. There's a difference between... But then if you're making a joke, can it ever truly be hateful if you're doing it as comedy? It's comedy, for fuck's sake. Joseph says Ricky Gervais is a fucking legend. Gervais's Oscar intro speech was brilliant, as it was. Or you get kicked because one cunt is offended. Liam, I'm German and love to take the ever-living shit out of me and our neighbours.
The human condition is self-destruction.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
Grimnar. Completely agree with you on that one. I mean, we're not trying to be morbid about it, but you're right. I definitely agree with you there. Psycho Eddie, I'm a German. I like to take the ever-living shit out of me and our neighbours. I mean, I'm the same. I feel like I couldn't do this seriously if I wasn't prepared to sit here and take the piss out of myself as well as everybody else around me, right? So I am not going to be the sort of person that will take the piss out of Spam Rack in his head that looks like a spam, or Mikey in his shit ginger beard, or anyone else like that if I wasn't prepared to accept it myself, or even take the piss out of myself. And I've always said this as well about offence, right? Offence is not something given, offence is something taken.
See, that one has always interested me because I know
Someone said that long ago ships were of wood and men of iron, but nowadays ships are iron, but men are rotten wood.
Mm-hmm.
Pensive face.
That's a great phrase. Go on, you were saying.
The thing with offence that I don't know where the line is yes, offence is taken most of the time, not given, but then there are some comments that no matter what angle you look at it from, it is offensive. It could be racist, sexist. That is offensive, but the line that creeps up to that's the bit that
okay, so I'll give you that one, alright, and there are some fucking nasty cunts in the world that just want to cause offence. But on the whole, in general life, so on the whole, if I say something, so if I'm trying to cause offence, then yes, offence can be given, okay? If I'm not trying to cause offence and you get offended, that's because offence is taken.
Yeah.
With me?
Yeah.
Good.
So we had an interesting chat yesterday or the day before. I don't consider myself that clever, and I'm not fishing. I think there are people in this world who are crazy intelligent. There are people in this world like me, I suppose, that in the common sense life skills sector are probably richer than the very, very intelligent people because we just come across a different way of life most of the time. For example, I got about 2 or 3 text messages today about dinner. And I was there thinking, why is he asking that? He's 34. Why is he asking that?
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times.
That's a good one.
I like that one, yeah. I'm a
But
fan
then,
of that.
whenever I ask you a confused
Equal
question...
rights for ginger beards.
Sorry, go on. Give you a question.
Whenever I ask you a computer question, you look at me the same thing. Why is she asking me that? Because I've never had a computer-based job. You've never really spent much time in a kitchen, just because that's the way the chips have fallen. So then, what really upsets me is when people find out I'm employed by you, or I'm the housewife and you're the breadwinner, and you're white, and I've stunted my career so
Lucy,
yours
we can give
flourish.
offense at will. Most of us just choose not to. Also, Liam, I have to get you a bottle of this other mead I showed you. Delicious.
And then when people
This is happening because parents stopped slapping their kids when they said something stupid. Now they think tantrums work.
Oh,
Yes.
preach. Preach.
But what's upsetting to me is when people try and
Good tips, cuz this
broaden my
weekend I have to
horizon.
build a fence.
Dick.
It's when people try and broaden my horizon by shattering my way of life, and they do it as though they've rescued me. And it's a bit like, who gave you permission to, quote, save me, when actually my little life of growing daisies and children is perfect for me?
You're happy.
Yeah.
So
And I found this tote bag, and it said something about, here's another one, a patriarchal supremacist. And I was like, piss off, I liked the bag. that's all it is.
I do you know what, right? I'm kind of with the Eston on a little bit on this one as well. Like my kids, I've got a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. My kids have no problems ever approaching me about anything. If they need help, if they've hurt themselves, if they need just a cuddle, my kids would. I think I'm safe in saying that, right?
Yeah, they adore you.
My kids know how much they mean to me. My kids are told daily, if not more than once a day at least, how much I love them and how proud of them I am.
A fence fund.
Because brilliant. So my kids know all that stuff, right? My kids are not afraid of me. My kids are not afraid to come in the office. My kids will walk in here if I'm on the street and say goodnight. My kids are not afraid of me at all. They should never be. If my kids misbehave and my voice goes up a couple of octaves, which it can, my kids then shit themselves. Our kids are disciplined.
They are. The youngest one holds the door open for me, and when I say thank you very much, Ben, he says, you're very welcome. And our oldest, we can trust him with YouTube, and if there's disturbing content on YouTube, we trust him to turn it over. He won't sit there watching it, because we've said to him, the way they market these games, there was one we came across last night which I had to fight back the tears on. It was disgusting.
That game shouldn't be on YouTube. I don't know how people are allowed to stream that shit.
He came down
Fucking
straight
vile.
away and he said, I can't watch my favourite YouTuber anymore because they play that game. So I said to him, thank you very much. Yep, you're right. You can't watch that one anymore.
But he also knows what happens if he fucking lies. So our house is disciplined. We will raise decent boys. We'll raise decent human beings. It's not even about being boys or girls. We will raise decent human beings, full stop.
Yeah.
And they will have manners and they will be polite and they will stick up for what they believe in, but they will also respect other people's opinions. We won't have, like kids nowadays, we went to, chat, right? Because
Liam, it's stream gallery time.
we're still fucking going, Christian, right? We'll get to that, okay? It's my stream, I'll tell you when it's stream gallery time. We went to, because two Tuesdays, because two streams last week, she missed out on a fucking Big Mac. We went to McDonald's on Tuesday so I could get loose their Big Mac.
Oh no.
And the local McDonald's to us has an upstairs seating area that was closed. So there's about 6 tables downstairs. We couldn't sit down to the 6 tables because there was a monumental, what are we calling it, a gaggle of cunts, pack of, something like that.
Krampus.
They were all of the age of around, let's say, 13 to 15, I reckon, as a guesstimate.
Yeah, youth club age.
Respect, absolutely fucking zero.
Yeah.
Shit everywhere, things damaged, things broken, and on top of which, the McDonald's staff looked genuinely frightened to confront them and tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the society we're in now. The kids have got no fear of repercussions whatsoever. My mum works in a school, and they'll say, right, you've been a fucking naughty little cunt, so you're going to go into detention. And the parents go, no, they're not. And school goes, okay.
I know.
What?
I know. I was terrified of getting a detention when I was in school. It was to bring shame upon the family if you got detention.
Exactly. Honestly, there was a comment up here as well. I want to come back to this one from the Sump. There are plenty of people in the world who think it's funny to act like a twat when towards someone in the knowledge that their friends will find it funny. They call it joking. It's
Liam waving a knife
not.
around saying, they know what will happen if they misbehave. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
I just like a good knife. What can I say?
There's the thumbnail.
The Sump, I agree with you, and those people should be called out. Absolutely, I agree with you. There are people that are dickheads in the world, and they are nasty fuckers for the sake of being nasty, and their mates will find it funny and they'll call it. And those people should be fucking called out. I get it, and I agree with you on that one. I'm not saying that in general, no one should ever be offended ever. I don't, like Lucy said, people can be genuinely nasty, and we can't go, don't take offence. That's bollocks. But people should be able to stick up for what they believe in.
I've been called out when I had my hands full with, I think it was like a basketball and a football or something, and Ben held the gate open for me. And I said, thank you very much, Ben. And he said, you're very welcome. And then another person said, that's a bit sexist, isn't it? I know, he's four. Mum had her hands full. It's that deep, guys. I'm not brainwashing someone into being sexist. All he's doing is holding the gate open. I can't just this. I'm
not going to turn. I'm not going to turn into Uncle Albert, right? Where I say, well, my dad's day, the fucking copper would clip your ear and take you home, and then you get another clipped ear. I'm not saying we should go down that route necessarily. Too many parents, in my opinion, just an opinion. Too many parents, in my opinion, don't discipline their kids and come up with a number of excuses and reasons as to why they can't or won't discipline their kids. And we end up with a generation.
Big Mac for Lucy.
We have a generation.
I need a Big Mac.
Just eat it if you want.
No.
We have a generation that we have currently.
I think all teenagers need to spend some time doing national service. That will sort a few of the cunts out.
Yes, they do.
Oh, she just read that out as well. She doesn't recognise that word. She just read that out. That's amazing. That's game changing that I know she does that. No, I agree with you. Well, I say that, Amber. There's a lot of people that are in the forces that have said, like, certain individuals out there. They say, actually, I wouldn't want them to do national service because I wouldn't want that prick in a trench next to me. I wouldn't want someone next to me who I don't trust. But I will say that the forces I spent a decade in, it teaches you to be respectful, it teaches you to have discipline, it teaches you to be punctual, neat and tidy. There's a lot of life skills that the forces teach you that a lot of young kids nowadays can fucking do with, honestly. Scrotums everywhere currently that have no respect for anything around them. Respect is the biggest thing for me. There's no respect for the property around them, whether it's theirs or not. There's no respect for the local environment. There's no respect for anything or anyone. There's no respect for the people that come and collect their bins. There's no respect for the people that serve them a Big Mac. There's no respect for the person that just gives them the coffee. There's no respect for the person who stands there shopping at the till at Morrison's. And a lot of these people will also have these ideas well above their fucking station because they've been told they can be whoever they want to be, despite the fact that you fucking can't, because that's just not possible. I can't suddenly go, I want to be a footballer because I'm a fucking useless cunt with a football at my feet. It's impossible. David, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget ! Discord in the chat. Link Discord to YouTube or YouTube to Discord, whichever way around it is, so he doesn't boot you. You get to be part of the amazing Discord as well.
And
but
when did that happen? That somebody could go, I'm really sorry, darling, you can't be an astronaut, you're not great at science and physics, and you kind of need those two.
Yeah.
But you can be a damn fine plumber. If we really knuckle down and we get you into a trade school, you can be exceptional. Why
do we tell everybody you can be whatever you want to be? Because it's bollocks. And then what happens is
Judo CUNT.
Then what happens is, oh, thank you for the super chat, even though I don't mean it. Then what happens is, when they're not successful, they blame someone else for their lack of success.
Yeah.
You weren't successful at being a surgeon because you didn't fucking do well enough at school.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no other reason. You just didn't do well enough.
Yeah.
There's people out there.
Then when you do have somebody where you can go, you could be an excellent mechanic. Like you've just got an engineer's mind. I really think we should go for the mechanics thing. And they go, nah, I'm holding out for Love Island. No, come on, let's.
We can even drag it into the content creator community world as well. There's people out there go, my YouTube channel's not working. It's because YouTube aren't pushing my channel. The algorithm's against me. It's this, it's that. Nah, if you're shit, you're shit. You just accept it and try and improve. If you're not getting the right grades, it's not because the teacher's not good enough. It's up to you to put the effort in.
Yeah, absolutely.
The world owes, when you're born, at the point in which you're born onto this planet, there is, to a degree, you are owed at least the ability to have a normal childhood. And unfortunately, some kids don't get that. But when you hit adult life, you get given fuck all in this world apart from tax bills.
Yeah.
That's it.
I used to think forced national service was a good idea, but I am Liam's camp now. I'd have killed most of these clowns if they were in the foxhole.
But the world owes you nothing. what I'm doing, going full time with DZ and YouTube at the end of this year. That's not because I've just suddenly decided I want to do it and it's happened.
No.
You've been with me for the last you've been with me for the last 13 years, but you've been with me for the last 4 years 4.5 years since I started the YouTube journey.
Yeah.
It's been fucking graft.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, so the streams, I have fun on the streams. Videos, I have fun on videos. And a lot of people see the fun and they go, oh, I'd love to do that full time and just enjoy yourself. I have put some fucking work in to get here, as well as full time, as well as being a parent to newborns during this journey as well. Because when I started the YouTube channel, Ben was a newborn.
You were on night feed.
I started it because I was on night feed. I had nothing else to
Yeah.
do, so I started recording some videos. The world, just because you suddenly decide you want to be a YouTuber doesn't mean you get to be it. You have to put the work in.
Yeah.
You have to put the effort in. If you want to be a brain surgeon, you've got to put the work in. If you want to be even an infanteer, you have to put the fucking work in. You've got to eat the crayons. You have to. You have to do these things. You have to pay your dues to get to do things that you want to do. The world owes you fuck all, and we unfortunately live in a world now where everyone believes that the world owes them something. In fact, we owe the planet more than the planet owes us, because we don't fucking deserve this planet, quite frankly.
No.
But
don't.
hey. Gaz says he blames influencers. Amazing. Amazing. Born to lose. Ex-British Army infantry here. The army isn't what it used to be. Don't get me started. After it wasn't too long after I finished basic training, I think, where they trialled a system where they gave new recruits yellow and red cards that they could show to their DS staff, their training staff. Oh, you've offended me. I'm going to give you a yellow card. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, you're in the army. I'm
God
not sure
help
when
us.
The Taliban are shooting
Yeah,
at you,
God help
you
us when
can
you're
yellow
facing the
card
Taliban.
them.
Oh, you fucking shot at me. Yellow card, Taliban. Fuck off. I was told I'm only good for the infantry, Dave. You're better than that. If they fail, they study economics and become politicians. Yes, and then they lead the country.
Everyone should check out video 1 of Moorhammer.
No, Gaz, don't do that.
Yes.
No.
It's so lovely.
Fuck you, Gareth. Now I'm going to have to hide it. Oh.
Best flavor is cyan.
But, Gaz, in fairness, I've said this to people. So there's a lot of people out there. I've had a lot of people that have come to me in the past and said, I'm looking at starting YouTube. I want to get onto YouTube. I want to do this. I want to do that. Have you got any tips? Have you got any hints? And I always say to them, don't look at what I do now. Don't look at how I present now. Don't look at any of that stuff that I do now. Go and watch the first ever video on the channel. And I often leave this video on there on purpose for this very reason. Because quite frankly, it's fucking embarrassing. It's an embarrassing video. And and I leave it on there so when people go, oh, he's got this nice professional stream, he's really used to being in front of camera, he's really good at presenting, and I'm saying these things, maybe none of you have ever actually thought this, perhaps that's the case, I don't care, but when people see that, they go look at this first video and they'll go, holy shit, because if my content had stayed like that, I still have 3 subs and 2 of them would be my mum. That's the facts. So Gaz, actually that's not a bad shout, go and check that video. See how far we've come. We've come a long old way. A long old way. Born to lose, live to win. Cheeky. Who's a cheeky git? I don't know who's a cheeky git. You should become if you're ex-forces, spend £2, become a channel member, come and jump in Discord. We've got a few ex-forces in there and current serving, and you'll enjoy yourself. Get yourself in that Discord. I'm doing a lot of work. Actually, after we did the Models for Heroes and Mine stream last Wednesday, Models for Heroes have got in touch. They want to do some more work, so it looks like I'm going to be quite deeply ingrained with the forces in the future, which I'm perfectly okay with as an ex-7 member myself. Everyone who serves has my respect. I was 2 days from going Liverpool to join up. You probably were wise not to. Jesus Web, tell me that card thing isn't true. They trialled it, Rapid Fire. They didn't keep it, but they trialled it. You guys, if you've never heard of Rapid Fire Wargaming, go and check them out on YouTube. Obviously, he's commented in the chat. Click the little name on, go and find the channel. They're a new-ish, young-ish, small-ish 40k channel, and they're cool guys, and they do good content, so go check them out. Hit that sub button. It's free. I don't get why people don't subscribe. It's fucking free. It costs you nothing. You just press it, and then you've subbed. Costs you nothing. Costs you no time. If you don't want notifications, you just don't turn the bell on. Just press sub. Go press sub to Rapid Fire Wargaming. Let's get their numbers up because they're good guys, and then maybe you might decide in the future to go and check out some of their content, and it's actually they're pretty good dudes. Sony Strikes, I love Moorhammer. That was a shit name on it. That was a shit name. You played Mikey when he was 12, probably. Now laughing my cock off at your reaction to that super chat. We should have an episode where you have to watch it live and do commentary. No, Maybe. No. Liam react video to his first. Nah. The video is queued up for after the stream. It's embarrassingly bad.
No, it's lovely.
It's embarrassingly bad.
It shows where you started, how you've grown. It's lovely. It's humbling. Keep it on there. Don't get rid of it.
I started with a borrowed digital camera from Brom, which wasn't even a DSLR. This thing wouldn't record. So there's rules in the UK around import taxes and stuff for video equipment and camera equipment. And if it can record more than 20 minutes continuously or something like that, it's classified as a video camera. The second it's classified as a video camera, it costs more to bring it into the country. It costs more tax, etc. So a lot of companies will clip their videos at 20 minutes and they won't record longer than 20 minutes so that they don't get classified as a video camera. It's cheaper to import into the country. That used to be the rules anyway. I don't know if it still is. So I had this shitty old camera from Brom, didn't even have an interchangeable lens, and I had to set a timer on my phone that I had on my lap that I had to pause every 15 minutes so I could hit stop and then start recording again. So I had to conveniently get to a point where I had to stop and then hit re-record. In my living room, oh my fucking god, with the curtains behind me, no lighting. Eventually I upgraded to having my hobby lamp facing my face behind the camera, and I plugged in a 3.5mm little lapel mic to try and improve the audio. Editing and rendering on a laptop that took all night to edit an hour sit and chat video. That's where I came from. Wow.
That's why you were on night feed duty.
That's when I was on night feed duty. Yeah. And now I sit here with an EOS R Canon, which is £2 off a camera, with a fucking expensive lens on it and a specific light and a computer that can render 4K, 2 hours of 4K in about 20 minutes, and a studio setup that you saw on Wednesday. That's all that work, and that's investing ad revenue, super chat revenue, DZ money, investing, always trying to improve, always trying to improve, always trying to improve. The biggest tip I'll give to anyone out there, always try and improve. Always try and be better than you were the day before.
Yeah, don't try and be better than the best channel out
there.
Nope.
Always try. No, that's
do
key.
Your thing,
that's 100% key. If you're gonna launch onto YouTube as a battle report content creator and you think you're gonna take on Tabletop Tactics on day one, you're setting yourself up to fail.
Yeah.
Just try and be better than you were. And actually, I would suggest that this is probably a mantra or a lesson that we'll teach our kids in general in life, not just in content, just in life. Just try and be a little bit 1% better than you were the day before.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Because also, when you do say, let's be a bit egotistical at the moment. Oh, I'm going to go and try and be bigger than Liam Dempsey. What you're trying to do there then, as a brand new YouTube channel, is you're trying to slot yourself into something that's been 4 years in the making. Nobody can get there from day one. Even with the best equipment, you as a presenter are going to be shit. You're just going to record something and you think you're the best thing ever. You'll watch it back and go, holy shit, that was awful. And it's already out there. Because you were so cocksure that you were the hottest thing, you just sent it straight out.
A lot of people, it's actually interesting, a lot of people think that presenting in general is easy.
It's not.
And I talk about presenting because I egotistically like to think I'm quite good at it now. In fact, to be fair, I get a lot of comments from people about being good at presenting in general. But that isn't something that just came to me. That's 4 years of doing it.
I think what makes you good at presenting and kind of talking to a screen, there's no one there to really talk to, so you're having to watch the chat, talk to chat, and then remember that as the chat moves, you're still answering a comment that was on the screen 2 minutes ago, so then you've got to try and find it again. There's loads that goes on. But what I think helps you do this is that you have been in a work position, not even a manager, but you have been in a work position where you've had to talk to people who do not want you to do well. So you've had to stand up there and have an answer for everything, try and not have your emotions be worn on your face. If you're pissed off at them, you're not allowed to be like, right, you lot, blah, blah, blah. You can sometimes, but you have to do the investigation work. You have to be like, I still need them to do a shift.
Yeah.
So they could go on a go slow, and then that's it, they've fucked me over. But I think when you have to be somebody who's okay to talk into groups. You don't mind talking to deadpan faces, because you're kind of talking to deadpan now. It's a screen.
It is a screen. It's hard, actually. Streaming itself is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Streaming's easy with you to talk to as a conversationalist. But streaming when there's no conversation, when I started, is really difficult.
Have you had that whole bottle?
Almost. Yeah, we'll finish.
Oh dear.
You wanted the bottle though, didn't you?
I do. I think I might be able to fit like 20p's in it or 5p's.
There we go.
Oh, that's a lovely bottle.
Holy Fire celebrating being a member for 2 months. Influencer presenter. Thank you, mate. You're a hero. Thank you so much. And where are we? Born to lose, live to win. Haha, you are the cheeky Gitlian eating crayons indeed. Check cracking channel, Biden. Yeah, I'll look into it. You should. Honestly, the community is... if you're in the community, which most of you are, tell him about how good the community is, right? The community is fucking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Vagabond Gamer, there's some really good armed forces groups on Facebook. I've just jumped in a couple of them. And was it you that sent them to me on Instagram? Can you smell it? It's nice, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it smells a little bit light.
Honestly, take just a little sip.
No, I don't want
It's
it.
so nice.
No, honestly, I don't want to.
Sony Strikes says, I love your love of tech. The story never gets old. Seriously, it never gets old. People need to understand the work that goes into being great. I mean, if you're talking about me, Christian, I sincerely appreciate you calling me great. I don't think I'm there yet. That's the other thing as well. I always think that the people that are often the most successful are the people that are never... what's the word? Never become complacent. That's the word. Don't become complacent. Always try and improve. A flyby hello, mate. Unable to stick around tonight. That's what she said. Building Bob Hero. Thank you so much. Umbra, for anyone who's interested. Oh, if you link that fucking video, Umbra, I'm going to fucking ban you myself.
Do it.
What's knife? That's me. It's a Gerber. I don't know what the knife is. It's just... oh, hang on. I just dropped the fucker. It's just a Gerber.
God. Right, with a whole bottle of mead and you waving a knife around.
Hang on.
Do we need
that?
to intervene?
It's a little knife. Can't have big knives in the UK. It's a lovely one, though. What are you drinking, Demps? I am drinking Vikings...
Sorry, Luce. The mead is just too good.
It is
Community
too good.
number 1.
It's called Vikings Blood Mead from the Lancashire Mead Company in the UK. £25 a bottle and fucking glorious. Absolutely glorious. Dave, well, there's knobs everywhere. There is. Candle holder for the bottle. Maybe. Mead again. It is mead, yeah. Rapid Fire War Gaming. 4 of us from the southeast, Dave. Yeah, wow. You guys are awesome, though. I love you people. It's a shame there's only one of you coming to Legends. Luce needs a drink. No, she won't drink anything at the moment. Liam, you've quaffed the entire bottle of mead tonight, yeah?
Quaffed?
I'm not sure entirely. I'm not sure this is entirely something to be proud of. I tend to have a pretty high tolerance for drink. The community is amazing, but you have to mute Umber in his 6 a.m. recap comment wake up call. You also have to mute him when he goes into the fucking chat and falls asleep, right? They're never too proud. Being humble help build greatness. Yeah, don't be too proud. Exactly. We need northern content creators. We need subtitles. We don't need northern content creators. That's a lie. Go check out Mikey from Hellstorm Wargaming if you want northern content creators. Who else is there? There's the Dark Artisan as well. If you want another northern content creator, he's up there. He's up Newcastle way. Gary Player summed it up when accused of being lucky. He said, it's funny. The harder I work, the luckier I get.
Yeah.
Fucking can't agree with that more.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that video, Umbra, I fucking hate you. You also told me to why are you telling me to check Discord as well? What have you fucking done on Discord? If you've tagged it in just Discord, I'm
Never
gonna
heard
fuck
that
him.
word before. Quaff.
You fucking bellend. Look, I mean, just
Embrace it.
look how shit the fucking thumbnail was. Even the
But you
thumbnail
were
was dog
learning.
shit.
Look, you were learning.
Hang on, people. Right. Let me show you something. How can I do this and make this work? Just click that button. Click yes.
You could wait.
Oh, I can't show you that advert. I need to mute it. So let's mute this. So I can play the advert out and it won't give me a copyright strike. We're going to do something amazing here because I can do this on YouTube because I'm clever. Right. Now, I shouldn't get a copyright strike for this. This is my fucking content. Right, where's YouTube? Let's get YouTube back on. Let's go for some screen sharing action. Boop. I'm going to show you some behind the scenes right now.
Do you know, I don't think 20p's is gonna fit. I think 5p's will fit. Or maybe 1p's.
So this, people, this is the first ever video from the channel, right? It has 883 views, and I'm not going to watch the whole thing with you because it's 32 minutes. It's not going to happen. But I will happily... no, I'm not doing 30... It's fucking gone 11 o'clock already. I'm not doing 32 minutes of shit.
In now.
But I'm going to show you now how it starts and what it sounds like, right?
Oh, wait, can everybody have a minute to go to the toilet and get a fresh drink?
No.
Ugh.
No. It is fucking horrendous. So if you know me now, right, we've got over 200 members on the channel. We've got a thriving community in Discord for my little channel alone. I've only been doing this for 3 months on the streams, and the streams is where we started to build the channel. We've got a relatively high quality production setup for the live streams with 3 cameras in my little studio that I've built myself. My stream setup here is good. My editing rig is good. My microphones are expensive. My microphone gear is good. My cameras are good. This is where we are now. We've built a successful...
Just seen your first video. You look like that 1 gigawatt employee that's forced to stuff Dominion boxes at people to try and earn your salary.
So we're going to show Tywin. We're going to show everyone now, right? We're going to show everyone now. This is what we're going to do. So this is where we started. I've now got DZ as a successful business.
Oh, play it. Shut up and play it.
It's bad.
It's beautiful.
Even the intro's bad.
Oh, I love it. It's brilliant.
But even the name doesn't. Oh, hang on. What's going on here?
Hello guys, welcome to Morehammer. My name's Liam. This is my
Look
brand
at
new
him.
YouTube channel. Specifically 40k. Nothing
Oh, you
different.
look like a new dad.
I
It's
don't do
fucking
Ages of
horrendous,
Power,
isn't
I
it?
don't
I
run
love
rings.
you.
I don't really play any of the gaming systems.
This
It's
is-
just 40k.
And we've still got that.
When
one.
it starts as well, right? When it starts, there's a bounce I do in the chair, which is fucking embarrassing. Let's go through this shitty intro. Look, the name doesn't even make sense. There's a gap in there between the M and the A. Ready? Bounce.
Hello guys,
Look at that little
welcome
bounce.
to Morehammer. My name's Liam. This is my brand new.
That's fucking awful,
YouTube
isn't
channel.
it?
love
Specifically
it.
40k. Nothing different.
Don't leave it.
That is...
Play it through.
No.
Play it through.
No.
Come on.
No.
Do it for me.
No. No.
It was New Sheets Day yesterday.
There's something's just coming through us and a notification doesn't tell me what it is. Christian O'Neill, I don't believe Luce didn't put up some of the chili meads in that cocoa. She won't have done, no. That was the first ever video.
Well, it was hardly a video
I
just
don't
now.
believe Luce didn't put some of the chili meat in that cocoa.
I know. It's like she doesn't even care. But Christian, that means I've got a whole bottle of mead for next week as well. I'm entering smug mode, Umbra, dick. But, how bad is that video?
It's beautiful.
It's not beautiful. It's
It
bad.
is. Babe, I love you so much. You're such a little bouncy person on that chair with night feed duty. I love you so much.
It's not bad. It's honestly,
You should play it through because they're gonna watch it anyway.
it's 30 minutes. I'm not sitting here. I'm not sitting here rerunning a 30 fucking minute video for a live chat.
We're 2 feet in already. Come on.
It's not happening. It's not happening. You guys can go check it out. Umbra's linked it in Discord, right? If you want to watch it, it's there. But it's shit. Compared to now, if I did the same video again now, if I announced the channel now and started all over again, it would be completely different. The camera was poor, the mic was poor, the intro was poor, the graphics were bad, the thumbnail was shit. I've learnt so much, but I've learnt so much because I've kept going. I've kept trying to be 1% better than the day before. I've kept learning from other people. I've spoken to Lawrence, I've spoken to Winters, I've spoken to Valrak, I've spoken to Hellstorm Mikey, I've watched Peter McKinnon, I've watched Marquez Brownlee, I've researched, I've learned new software, I've learned new graphic software, I've learned how to use After Effects, I've learned how to make
Why
logos.
do you look like a fugitive on the run, hiding from the military police in a cheap motel?
It did look a little bit like I was in some cheap motel, right? My old house. But yeah, it did look like that a little bit, absolutely. But you know what? I don't take it down because it does show how far we've come. It does show where we started. It shows where we've got to.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have got here. And I say the collective we because the channel isn't me. It is, but it's not. The channel is called me. The channel's logo is me. It used to be Morehammer, and I hated the name. But the channel is more than me. The channel is Luce, and it's Brom, and it's Quipster, and it's Chris, it's Warsmith Chris, and it's all those other people. It's Jake, and the people that are all getting involved in the channel now. But more importantly, and I've said this to a few people recently, more importantly, the channel is you lot. The channel is the audience. Without an audience, the channel's pointless. I'd just be fucking streaming to no one and putting videos out that get 3 views.
Yeah.
Without an audience, the channel doesn't exist. So the channel belongs to all of you. Because without you, without memberships, without super chats, without DZ subs, I couldn't keep going with this. I wouldn't be able to go full time with this and quit. I'm going to be 100% straight up and honest. I wouldn't be able to quit a 70 grand a year job to come and do this. It's because of you lot. The channel belongs to you. It's because of you. I've put the work in, but it's because of all of us and all of you that we have got to this place. And if anyone's thinking about starting a channel, if anyone's thinking about jumping into this crazy fucking content creator world, I would say do it 100%, but keep plugging away. Keep working at it. Keep learning from people. Keep asking for advice. Keep asking for help. You're a bunch of cunts. Keep asking for help. Keep accepting the help. Keep looking to improve. Keep trying to be 1% better. Keep listening to feedback. That's what I tell people to do all the time. And if you do all of that, if you do all that shit, then you can get to a point potentially where you can leave your job and do it full time. Everyone can be there. Lucy's a bad influence, yes she is. Born to Lose. Vid was great. Shame about the Remy polo. I was proud of that in the day. Looks like Art of War. Fuck you, G6 Bloom. Everyone has to start somewhere, I suppose. You don't know how to handle winters in the stream. I wrote a script called Attack of the Benevolent, which my brother made for YouTube. Took him months and months to produce. Did a good job too. Topped out around 2k views. YouTube's super hard. YouTube is super hard. I'm sat at around an average 100 live viewers tonight. That's actually really good. I want to be around 500, 600, 700 live viewers, but YouTube is do not underestimate how difficult YouTube is. Why Morehammer? What was behind it? There was no real reason behind it, Dave. It's one of the reasons why I didn't love it that much, because there was no real proper sort of reason to it. Anyway. Right, I'm conscious of the fact that we're now 11:15. I said I'd do a little bit later tonight because we didn't do last Friday, and also I wanted to get through this bottle of mead that Christian sent me because it's fucking glorious. So, only read the negative comments, they'll make you great. To some extent, Christian, I agree with you, but there are cunts out there.
Because you're hiding behind a keyboard, people literally say anything. And
For
it's
example,
disgusting sometimes.
When we launched deploymentzone.tv and we announced it to both of our YouTube audiences at the same time, the majority of people, and it is the majority of people will say, okay, cool, it makes sense. You want to make some money off of it. Because a lot of people realise that a battle report isn't just a battle report. A battle report is 4, 5, 6 hours of filming. This is if it's pre-recorded. Followed by the same amount of time, if not more, editing, prepping, uploading, tagging, creating thumbnails, creating artwork. You're talking 2 days of work to do a properly high... In fact, if you look at Play on Tabletop's level of production, a Play on Tabletop 40-minute episode is 70 man-hours.
Yeah.
70 man-hours to make 40 minutes of content. Making content that's decent is hard in general. It's difficult. So when we launched DZ and we said we wanted to be paid for our efforts because we would like to do more of this and we'd like to do it full time, we've got wives and kids and stuff. We also have to justify it. How can I justify putting that much time into it for nothing if it's taking me away from my family? I can't. So most people are pretty accepting of it. However, there's a lot of people out there who are used to this instant gratification free world of things like YouTube who get super pissy. What do you mean I have to pay for it now? I want to say to these people, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a plumber. Cool, sweet. Can you come and service my boiler for free? Well, no. Well, why not? You want me to fucking work for nothing? You should work for nothing. No, I wouldn't work for nothing. Well, then you can fucking stop watching free content, you cunt, because I'm not working for nothing. And that's what I used to get in those arguments with people. However, some of the comments that I got were even worse than that. They were pretty fucking dark and disgusting comments because I'd apparently forced Winters to sell out and charge people for his content. And so I got some... I'm not going to go into detail. I got some pretty vile comments from people. And those negative comments, you don't want to be reading those negative comments. No one needs to read those negative comments because they're fucking horrible. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Winters changed his content from short form no dice rolls to dice rolls, and he got death threats for that.
It's pathetic. It's
fucking pathetic. And some of the stuff that I got around us monetizing DZ was similar. Luckily, I'm a big boy and things don't tend to get to me, luckily. The thing is with some of these people is there are less robust humans out there. And that's not I'm not digging at anyone saying that anybody's less robust. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything negative about someone who can't take a negative comment like that and roll with it, because I think most people wouldn't. But there are less robust people out there that when they read that sort of content will genuinely actually really badly affect them. And these people, you said it, hide behind a keyboard. Don't give a fuck what they're saying. And that's Christian, I know what you're saying, and I get it, right? I get you saying take the critique and work on the critique, and I completely agree with that as a sentiment. Unfortunately, the online world is a bit of a cesspool.
Some people are just crap at being human beings.
Yeah.
Wastes of blood and organs. Fark M.
Fark 'em indeed, Space Marine.
Something that has started to happen though is as you have grown in subscribers and reach, slowly your circle of contacts is getting bigger, obviously, but they're becoming more and more frequent. And what has been interesting is that people a few years ago who may or may not have left a vile comment have popped up above the radar just long enough for me to bank who they are, and for me to say, well, Leon won't say anything because he's a good person. I don't have to be a good
We
person.
love your slightly smiling face now drinks.
Luce has got a list.
Yeah, I have a list. There's 4 people on my list that if they cross my path, I don't care if I'm in the middle of IKEA, I will bring it up, because accountability needs to be had somewhere.
Thanks, team, for the super chats. Massive thanks, Arno Lowe, for upgrading your membership as our heroes. And you know, in seriousness, for a brief second, the memberships and the super chats are why I can keep doing it. So I genuinely cannot thank you lot enough. And I know there's people saying, so Joseph says, you're an absolute legend, keep up the great work. Like, comments like that are incredible. So I really appreciate that. But like I said, I can't do this without you lot. So really, really the big hat tip, the big thank you is to you people for supporting the channel, for supporting me and Luce. I support you now as well. You're basically an influencer. So we like to every now and again give something back to the community as well if I can. And one of the small things I can try and do is I can try and give you a place to show off your stuff, your models, etc. So we jump across to the screen share right now, just before some of these wonderful super chats pop up. In fact, I'm going to show you the inception now and do that. Before some of you wonderful people, some of your super chats come through, because I've just seen that some of them have come through. So come on, catch up. Liam is a great
Lucy is
talking.
Arya Stark confirmed.
Who's Arya Stark? Who's Arya Stark? Who's this? Is this? I don't know why you're looking like that. I don't.
Game of
Seriously,
Thrones.
Liam and Luce, we love you too so much. So genuine to real. Seriously, we appreciate you.
Thank you, Christian. That's for
Aw,
both of us as
that's
well.
lovely.
Arya Stark is from Game of Thrones.
I watched Game of Thrones until that Joffrey person made those prostitutes beat themselves to death, and I walked out. I couldn't watch after that. So if they are after that, then I don't know who you're talking about.
So this is Discord's stream gallery, and what we try and do is we try and give you a platform, a space, etc.
Luce
for you to
Influencer Fund.
Loose influencer fun. So you can show off your models if you want. It's something I can do, right? And if you're not a member, it's £2 to become a member. You don't have to, you clearly don't, but you get to access to this community. If you're a DZTV sub already, DZTV subscription gives you the best value for money. It doesn't support me directly. Becoming a channel member supports me directly. Becoming a DZTV subscription or becoming a DZTV member supports me and Winters, but also gives you the best value because you get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of content. If you're a DZTV subscriber, there's loads of videos, battle reports, podcasts, tutorials, etc. It also gets you access to the DZ Discord. The DZ Discord is a mammoth space of lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
Okay, take it easy, buddy. This is all I've got.
And lots and lots
Flush,
and lots
winking
of...
face, cold sweat, smile.
Thank you for the super chat, guys. Yeah, absolute hero. There's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of threads in DZ. Loads of threads in DZ. There's behind the scenes where we can show you stuff that's going on, like the stream from Wednesday and what it looks like, and Sultan's Dog. There's general threads, there's community events threads, there's narrative event threads, there's community discount threads, there's hobby chat threads, Discord questions, ask us questions. General, it's fucking monumental, the DZ Discord. So if you're a DZ sub, you get the best value for money. But it doesn't support me directly. That supports both Winters and I. If you are, however, a Liam Dempsey channel member, not only do you get a green name and a fancy beard, you also get access to this wonderful community. Look at them all. Look at them all in the Hangout and Hobby, probably watching the stream. In fact, they are watching the stream because they're commenting in here at the same time whilst watching the stream. Because that's the kind of community we're growing, where they're all hanging out together watching the content. Fucking incredible people, apart from talk. Fucking incredible people in a great community. And one of the things I like to try and do is give you something back by showing off your models on the big screen, which is what Lucy and I are going to do now, because you like to come in and have a look at it, don't you, as well? That got fucking loud quickly as well. What was that? Someone's just membered or something. I don't know what's going on. Right. Models. So we're going to start back on the 20th, which was 2 days ago, with Stony Strikes, who's showing us his Krieger. They're cool guardsmen. Kriegers are cool guardsmen. They're humans with gas masks, basically. And Painted Yellow's got his Outriders. I love the helmets on these dudes. And the shields on the side, they're cool.
I like the green. It kind of pops out.
Yeah, it's nice and stark contrast, right?
Yeah.
Really, really good. So there's some good Outriders there. They look nice.
Oh, I like how on the shoulder blade it goes green into blue.
I'll put you like that. This mead is fucking glorious. I need to order some more.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to do the stones.
But I will. Vulcan lives in his apothecary. I love the colour scheme on this guy. Really, the grey to the green to the clean white is really nice. Top work, man. Don't show general chat. We're totally not bullying you in there. Oh, you pack of cunts. Back to stream gallery. So Vulcan is apothecary. This is a really nice colour scheme, man. I'm really, really like this model as well. I know you've shown it off in progress a few times. It's a cool mini anyway, and the colour scheme's just really, really nice. The nice sort of muted greens with the greys, and then the bright white just really sets it off. Quality scheme. So it's not particularly vibrant or bright. It's just kind of dull and matte in look, and it means that it's not smash you in the face. So here, this green here is not a muted green. It's a smash you in the face green. It's really bright and vibrant. This green here it's a green. You know it's green, but it's just kind of a flat. There's no real smash you in the face to it, but it accents the grey and the browns really nicely, so it looks really, really good.
So would you use a muted colour if you're trying to make something look weathered and old?
You could do, yeah. Muted colours also typically make up the most of the model, I think, because it just, you don't want to, when you paint a model, you don't want people to draw their eye to the whole fucking thing. You want to draw your eye to specific points. So you might paint a gem or a screen or a glow or a lens that's a bright colour, and that pulls the viewer's eye to that particular part of the model. But you don't, if you make the whole thing bright and vibrant, it's almost too much for the eyes to, it looks messy then. So Christian
Liam,
has...
the council will send you more of the mead.
You fucking hero. I'm working on some Expendables inspired guard thanks to Mini Wargaming Days 2 seasons of narrative play.
Oh, humans.
Mm-hmm. Humans exist in the 45th
You're
minute.
right there.
Yeah, I tried not to burp on the microphone. Would have been bad for people to hear that. They look cool. Next is my repaint eBay purchase, making cultists for my Chaos Space Marine Legion. So these are the Khorne Bloodbound models, which we've also used to make the Berserkers. Good work. I'm loving the skulls on the base as well. They're cool models. I like the old Bloodbound models. And he's drinking... It looks like he's already had too many of them before he took the photo. If we're honest. I don't know. Either that or he's not allowed to show it. But it looks like it's called Brothers, yeah. Good man, you're drinking. Got a question for the community. With or without the rear rocker arms? I think I prefer it without them, to be honest, but wanted to get a second opinion. With every day of the week, Gaz. They are so much more World War. With the rocker arms. If you don't put the rocker arms on, I'm going to fucking drive up there and stab you.
What does the rocker arms do?
For tanks, it stopped them from being able to flip backwards if they're going upper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rocker arms, they just look cool. On. Always on. I'm a massive on fan. The Forge World versions are just so much nicer, aren't they? Despite the fact that they're resin and therefore a dick to put together, they're just so much nicer. On, Gaz, is my vote. However, chat, what do you think? In fact, let's do a...
Yeah,
Gaz, are you still in the chat? If you're still in the chat, Gaz, let's do... Oh, no, don't do that. I fucking broke that. That's wrong. Poll. Create a poll. Gaz is... fucking keyboard's having a shit fit now. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I got upset. End poll.
Do you want me to do the keyboard?
Chat's just fucked up. Right, here we go. So I had a wireless mouse team, right? And the wireless mouse never gave me any problems at all. And then I bought a wireless keyboard, and now they argue each other all the time. Create a poll. Gaz's Rockers, yeah. Rocker. Gaz's Rockers. Yes or no, ask community. There we go. So Gaz is still there. We put a poll in, Gaz. So I've said yes. Can I vote on it? Am I allowed to vote on it?
Yeah.
No, I can't vote on it because it's my poll. But yeah, we'll put a poll in there for you, Gaz. So hopefully we'll get you an answer about your rockers. Do people want the rockers on or off the tanks for Gaz's Krieg vehicles? I'm saying on. I'm an on fan. Because I think they just look better on. I think they look definitely more World War One as well.
Do tanks have a habit of doing that, of tipping over?
I don't know enough about tank history. We'll have to go back to Bovington.
Yeah,
The rocker arms on the tank. I've got 5 Lehman Russ always on look so cool. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Okay, cool. So, Cool Noxide second, because he doesn't like me saying his name clearly, is created a Night Lord. That'll make Umbra happy. Night Lords are cool. Big fucking stupid ears. We love crazy 40k stuff. Love it. Bolt rifles and more Custodies whip. You're well ahead of me, man. So both me and John are looking to take Custodies to the Factorum GT in November, and he is well ahead of me right now. Well ahead of me in terms of how many he's painted. Dave has done some Termagants. First 10 of 120. He's making 120 of these. Yeah, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of Termagants. Fair play, though. Good man. There's a proper picture of his rhubarb and custard English cider.
I know. Do you know what I saw in Morrison's the other day? Apple pie Baileys.
Mmm.
No, it doesn't. No, that sounds like.
That sounds not rhubarb and custard. I want to try this now. That sounds nice. Good man. Brilliant. So they made their way into this. They've got their own thread, people. These models have got their own fucking thread in Discord. Huron's Corsairs, my Krieg. Yes, it's all Forge World. You fucking... the Krieg are just so cool. If they can bring all this shit out in plastic, I will fucking love Spaff everywhere. The Krieg are the coolest guard regiment, just so you know. Yes. Yes. All got gas masks on. They live on a nuclear wasteland, basically a wasted planet. So they all have to wear respirators all the time. But all of them have got respirators on, every single one of them.
But surely, like your skin.
I don't know. I've never lived on a nuclear wasteland. I'm not sure.
Really, are you on planet Earth?
Yeah. Well, true. They look amazing, man. Really good job. Huron's Corsairs are really nice. Disco Dolly working on Morvian Val, the High Lord of Terror that she is. It's a she. In a big robot suit, there's her little arms there, and there's the big arms that she controls. Morvian Val. She is a High Lord of Terror and the leader of the Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus Sororitas. Joel with more of his... I love that blue, contrasty blue. It's really nice. Nice and electric blue. I didn't like it to start with, man. I'm a big fan. I think I've said that last time as well. Good work. And he got told off. John got told off. Because he was painting on guard duty.
Was he on the gate?
Well, he's a guard commander. He's in charge of the... He's a guard commander, the fucking daft cunt.
Yeah,
So,
was he in the guard room on a break or on the gate?
no, he's probably supposed to be doing actual guard commander stuff. Like, you know, protecting the fucking barracks. Top work, Sarah, on the on Morvian Val, like that. Good work. Curtis. A lot of priming today. Waited for nice weather to do a lot of time. Can't feel my fucking finger. I assume because it's pressed down on a rattle can, right? That is a lot. If you've primed all of that, that is a lot of priming. That is a lot of priming. Good work, man. Reamy flag. Got to be the Reamy flag, that surely. Frost 13th, first Redemptor done, one more rest of the from the box. The Redemptor is, okay, from the Black Templar's box. So the bit that wasn't really needed to be in there. But Redemptors are cool. I've got 3 of them. Redemptors are fucking cool models. So, big fan. My new fave Night Lords. My new what? My new Lord for Night Lords, sorry. He's a cool looking model. Is he converted from the Black Legion dude? He looks cool. I love the old Scorpius Whirlwinds in the background as well. Good work. How I know what all this stuff is unbelievable.
I like that colour.
Salamanders. So my nephew George, this is what he wants. He wants salamanders.
Oh, these ones?
He wants salamanders, yeah.
I like the sage green and gold. I think that looks really nice. Is it sage green? Or?
Yeah, I mean, kinda. With the little dragon symbol as well for salamanders. Really nice.
So what are salamanders? Where do they live?
In Salamand.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
Oh, that's not real then?
No.
Salamand?
I don't know where they live. I don't know where they're from. They're space marines. They live on a planet. I don't know their history very well, which is interesting because George, my nephew, wants to be salamanders. These are the models. Space marines is what he wants for his birthday and Christmas.
What you have here is an excellent opportunity to straight face tell George anything about salamanders and see how long you can go on it.
I could just lie, couldn't I?
You could.
Yeah. Just sailing down the fucking river.
Just because you know people, see if you can get a codex, George style. So a codex.
We could write a new Salamanders Codex in the same format as the Games Workshop one, print it, and then give it to George, and not tell my brother that it's a complete fucking lie.
Let's do that.
So when his 6-year-old then pulls his fucking pants down at games of 40k, Ash has no idea.
Love it. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
That's a good idea, isn't it? Let's do that.
No, he's in printing.
Some Necrons, Silent King in there by the looks of it. He's a dick of a model, but incredible at the same time. There is Silent King in the background there, so it is a Silent King. What a shit model, but fuck these cunts. Okay, so he agrees it's a shit model. It's an amazing model, but a shit model. It's an incredible model when it's finished. It's horrible to put together. Orkster, Flamestorm Aggressors and Sergeant Cassius in the deck. The green, so that's Ultramarines' third company? The third company with green? Oh, I need to get a life. Apart from the weapons, everything else was done. Just washes in a bit of contrast for the Pox Walkers. They're like zombies, basically.
You know, I believe that they live on a nuclear wasteland.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're infested with the plague. Papa Nurgle has infested these guys. They're basically actually zombies. My second blondest friend. Captain, is he Captain Cass? Is that his name? I can't remember what his name was. It's Blood Angels. Looks cool. Love Blood Angels. One of my favourite chapters. Run outside, they're going to finish the wife's wine. Bold move. It's a bold move, Cotton. Finishing her wine is a bold move. Grimnar with some Rangers. I fucking love Eldar Rangers. They are quality models. Quack and bone looking colour there. Nice green. Good work, man. I'm loving the camo green with his purple head as well. Love a purple head.
Do you remember we got the giggles during our vows when we sang these purple-headed mountains?
I only picked that song. I only picked that song for our wedding because it was Purple Headed Mountains. This one looks like he needs a blue pill.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But that's because they're fucking Finecast. And Finecast can suck a dick. Horrible material.
That one's straight.
And just to prove my point,
I fucking hate Finecast.
there you go. Said it. Told everyone.
Ah, golden blue again. Golden blue. Do.
He's painted tons. He sent me a picture earlier on WhatsApp. He's painted tons of these.
Is the gold rattle can?
I don't know. It doesn't. That would look like it's not rattle cannon. It's airbrushed.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Not painted.
If he can operate an airbrush, I'd be surprised. He is a fucking idiot. All ready for my first tournament in 4 months. Once stream is done, I'll be heading there. Dark Angels as well. Blade Guard and Deathwing Knights. Fucking dirty bastard. Good man. That should be strong. I'm in also Saturday morning. Good man. Phoenix is some Custodian. Hero. Custodians are legends. We love Custodians. That's what we're building now. Custodians.
Oh, okay.
And a Blade Guard. And the Imperial Fist Blade Guard. So you made the wrong life choice there, but we'll let you off because the Custodians are cool. I also did this for my hobby pleasure. Great quality. See that? Deployments on .tv battle map. These are the objective markers I've asked you to get him to make.
Yeah.
They clearly already exist then.
Who's done that then?
That must be JW because he's the one that's got this file.
Oh, okay.
So we need some of these.
Yes, I emailed him.
Fuck. We've asked him to make them, but he clearly already makes them. Me as a model this week. Powerful. Space Marine. This is my first time ever painting a model. Yes, it looks like my 5-year-old did it with artistic direction for my 2-year-old, but I've started. That is a lot better than where a lot of people are after doing it for a few years. So don't put yourself down. That is great work, man. Really, really good work.
I like skin tone.
Yeah, that's good. If that's your first ever model, that is top work. And there'll be a lot of people out there that will go, you bastard. Live from Spam Racks OnlyFans. Is that you?
No. My hair's not that colour anymore.
Oh, true, okay. Minkster with the Demon Prince. Looks like my mum.
No.
It does a little bit.
No.
A little bit does. Ellie has done some blade guards.
Oh, I like that.
The Hydra.
No, the green cross.
Alpha Legion.
That one, that green and gold.
They look really good, actually. I like the bases as well. The bases are quite nice.
Oh, they're like wood.
Yeah. Sam. Big Bad Sam with some more Space Wolves. I assume they're Space Wolves. Are they Space Wolves, Sam? He hasn't told us. We love Sam's Wolves. We love Sam. Sam's a good bloke. Mark's made some scenery. You have to speak to Mark clearly to learn how to make scenery for your Christmas murder village.
Yeah. It's where Krampus lives.
Ellie with more of Alpha Legion stuff. I think
How did
that's.
she do the floor?
Oh, they're custom bases. You can buy those bases.
Oh,
Yeah, they're really nice though. I really like them.
they are very
The Demon Prince rocks, Joseph says he does indeed. Here's my new project from Alan Chapman. Are these Templars? No, they're kit bashed, kind of. That's a lot of green stuff on there. I'm a big fan of that. I like conversion work because I am shit at it, so. Really good work on the green stuff. I can't do green stuff. How you fucking wizards use green stuff is beyond me. Really good work, man. Top stuff. Castellan with some Tyranids. I bet you're happy about the new book. Big alien monster dudes. So Swarmlord, some Hive Guard. Turbo broken now, Hive Guard, just so you know. His arms fell off, just so you know, his arms fell off. he's Gene Stealers, some Hormigants. And some more. Whole fucking army. Look at that. Tyranids. I love Tyranids. You were probably expecting a random meme, but it's also... Oh. More terrain from Ellie. Oh, I love some good terrain.
It looks like the lids. You can open them up.
I see better painting in this channel, in this stream, than I've seen some painting channels. Byron, get yourself in the Discord. Become a member. Get yourself in the Discord. You can also put your stuff up. We can talk about it. That fucking mead is glorious.
Yeah, I might have to cut you off.
No. Captain Morgan's. Is that the one you like?
No,
Sailor Jerry's.
Sailor Jerry's.
And I always get it wrong around.
Not quite sure what that's about.
No, but I can't stop watching it. I'm trying to work out where the loop stops. That's weird, isn't it? Bit weird.
I don't think it is on a loop. I think it's one long. Where does the loop stop?
It's fascinating, to say the least. You lot are fucking awesome. So, thank you. Because stream models, it's really interesting to see what you guys do. And I think that no matter what level you're at, whether you think you are a noob, whether you think you don't know what the hell you're doing, whether you think you're expert or not, I think it's just really interesting to show off what people are working on. Because ultimately, this whole thing doesn't exist without the community and people getting involved and building and painting and creating scenery and creating their own custom models and creating their own narrative and getting ready for events and stuff like that. So I always find it really interesting to see what people are working on and see what people are proud of. And anybody who's working on something, they should be proud of it. You should be proud of your Christmas Marines. You should be proud of your Christmas Marines. Whether you are or not, you should be.
I know that they're okay, but it was really hard to get excited.
There are people out there that have been painting for a lot longer than you have that are at worse standards. So, oh look, we can do this.
No.
What brand's the mead? Can you pass me the bottle?
Yes.
The mead is called this one in front of my face. Viking's Blood Mead from the Lancashire Mead Company. Drink like Vikings on this channel, mead only, right? So massive shout out to Christian in the chat for this, because he sent this through to me free of charge, bless him, so that I could drink this on stream. Which, I mean, you can see the bottle is. We did a good job there, right? I need to get that little bit out. Did a good job there with the mead. Let's get that little bit out before she takes the bottle off me.
I'm cutting you off.
So big shout out to Christian, and thank you to Christian for sending this through. Big thank you to everyone who's put their models in the stream so we can show them off, because without that the stream models bit's pretty boring. It's just a fucking blank screen, right? Massive thank you to all of you who have come and joined us on the stream tonight and hung out. If you like these, if you want to support these, if you want them to keep happening, the best way to do that, there's sort of 2 or 3 best ways to do that. Firstly, to become a member of deploymentzone.tv, so !DZTV in the chat. You can start a 7-day free trial. There's loads of content, podcasts, battle reports, tutorials from Den of Imagination, all kinds of stuff in DZTV. It's the best way to support the channel. If you want to support me personally rather than DZTV, you can become a member. So !member in the chat if you want to do that. £2 is all it costs to get hold of a membership, and if you become a channel member for just £2 a month, that's all it is, just £2. There's charities that ask for more than that, right? And yeah. So £2 and you can become a channel member. And if you're a member, you can then become a member of the Discord server, the Great Hall, which is just an amazing... I mean, even you feel crazy welcome in there, right?
Yeah.
As not really a hobbyist?
No, it was just nice the other night. I logged on with a cup of tea just to chat, because I finished my Space Marines. So I was just chatting. And they're all so funny. And it's just nice to speak to people who don't have the same life as you. So
yeah.
There's like a student nurse in there. There's
Big Bad Ellie.
Yeah, there's computer software people in there, and I don't even know.
The biggest,
for me, that's the Matrix. I don't even know how.
And the other thing is, the biggest thing for me about the community. So I've said this before. I said this to. I mean, Ellie became a mod recently, and I said this to Ellie at the same time. The biggest thing for me about the community is the community. We need to build. For me, we need to build a space that exists, survives, and continues, even if I'm not in it. So the community is about more than me. It's about more than you. It's about more than us in general. The community is about us, everybody. So if I was to walk away from this, I would like to, and I don't intend to, clearly I don't intend to, but I would like to think that if I was to walk away from this altogether, if I was to come away from Discord or come away from YouTube, I'd like to think that community, we would be able to leave it in a place where it would be able to continue without me. That's the cool thing about Discord. That's what I want to do with the DZ Discord, or with my Discord as well. So
I heard a saying a little while ago.
Go on.
You create a team so strong that new people don't know who the boss is.
Yes, and do you know, I do that in my job.
Yeah.
In my senior management position, I try to get to a point where I can step away from a week and no one notices that I'm gone. That, as far as I'm concerned, I'm successful at that point. That's the key. Gaz, I've ended your poll.
I clicked with rockers.
So it stopped at 86 or 85% yes and 15% no. Gaz, 67 votes, right? So, cool.
There you go. Put them on.
So rockers on, sir. Umbra says, look at all the people in Vox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people all sat watching this together.
Aww.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's really, really good. So Matt the Hat, become a member. Misfit Kev UK, become a member. Ali Reed, become a member. All these people, become members. All of you. G6 Bloom. I'm just finding all the what. Born to lose, live to win. Our guide for painting minis. Brilliant. Become members. All of you, become members. Come and join us in the Great Hall. Come and hang out. Come and get involved in the voice chat. All that kind of stuff. Because it's just fucking incredible. They're incredible people.
Tywin, just be warned when joining the voice chat, join at your bus pass's own risk.
We'll jump in for 5 minutes after.
When joining the voice chat, join at your bus pass own risk.
We'll jump. Thank you so much, Tywin, for the super chat, you hero. We'll jump in quickly after this for 2 seconds to say goodnight to people. But otherwise, that's the way you can. So the third way you can support the channel is by super chat, like Tywin's just done as well, which is less regular, but it is. It definitely supports the channel. Like I said, things like Jakey's transport for battle reports is going to be funded out of super chats and stuff like that. So it's all supremely appreciated. Genuinely appreciated. And I think we're very lucky with the community that we've got. And don't forget, you can also go back and watch that really fucking shitty first video if you want to as well.
It's a beautiful video.
32 minutes of it. So everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. The next stream on the channel is Monday night at 21:30, the 40k show. Less swearing, less drinking, less craziness. Actually, a topic about 40k, we'll talk about on Monday. And then on Wednesday at 8 o'clock UK time on YouTube, we have the Wednesday night streams. It'll be the first ever one from my little studio here in my home out to YouTube. So come and join us on those. We're going to chat bollocks and play 40k together at the same time. So that's part of what that is as well. So massive thank you to everybody who's hung out tonight. I'm just going to wait for Joseph's super chat to come through, which we will do at any minute. And then once that's come through, we'll say goodnight. And then we're going to come and troll Discord for a brief second. Come on, Discord, pick it up.
Love this stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat, man. You're an absolute hero. And I will speak to you all, or see you all, if I don't speak to you in Discord in a minute, on Monday. And if you want to speak to us in Discord in a minute, you have to become a member. Right now, become a member. Do it. Do it now. Do it right now.